Well, hello, you beautiful people. How are we today? How are we doing? Is my mic working? Yes. You know, you always have that stress that first time you go hit live, and then you're like, "Oh man, is it working? Is there volume?" Hi, mic works. Thank you so much, Lily. Welcome in YouTube. Welcome in Twitch. Welcome in everybody. How are you doing? What a day it has been. Guys, we're gonna start with the game. Just so you know, today we won't be pausing for Twitch ads. So if you want ad free, jump over to YouTube. I just posted the link in the chat on Twitch. Because I've got a very short window of time and I want to get as much done. I will be streaming it today, tomorrow, the next day, until Saturday, Friday, and then we'll be done streaming this until my normal weekly schedule. Now, before I begin, let me tell you, the review is mad. The review video has blown up. Like, it's got so many views in a day. I've never hit that many views in a day. So many likes, so many comments, so much hate. Oh my god, it had brought out all the worst people in the universe. Literally, like, the bottom of the barrel was scraped. So I'm expecting that today in chat we might get some weirdos in, we might get some horrible people in. Spud is on the case. He's going to go and just ban everybody. Anyone who's been a dick, anyone who's talking like about woke BS, anyone who's talking about racism, anything like that, you're out. Right? We got no space for Saurons in here. Okay, this is Shire cozy only. The hate comments are so funny, and my responses to them, honestly, have been fire. My most recent ones are the best ones, because it's like someone's just like, "This is so stupid. Don't believe any of this in review. This person's been paid." And I literally responded with, "Thanks so much for interacting. Because of your interaction, YouTube will now push this to more people. You are putting my child through college right now." So that was really nice. No, wait, I'm here to complain. Damn it, Spud. Damn it. Hi, Corky. How you doing? You found me. You found me. Hi. Wait, I need to read the sass one. Say, oh my god, it's so much sass. Real generous. Thank you so much. Why is the game attracting so much hate? I'll tell you why. Because for some reason, cozy games attract the most hate. Look at The Sims. The Sims community is toxic as hell. Why are the cozy games getting... Look at the Stardew community. Oh my god, it attracts so much anger. Everything attracts anger. So yeah, you can't win. You just let it go. It's all good, baby. It's all good. So, loving the grace and the comedy of Innocent. Thank you. I mean, this is how I roll. I don't get angry back. There's no need to get angry back. People get mad, and I'm just like, do you know what? It's cool, man. Like, you be mad, you do you. I'm deleting the aggressive comment. I never delete comments. I even the horrible ones, like people attack me, I don't mind, right? But I had people in the comments saying, was like, "Why are we pandering to the mentally ill?" I'm just like, look, I'm not going to leave that comment up there on my video. I don't want people coming to my video and then reading that stuff and being like, "Oh, this guy's okay with that stuff being posted on his video." I'm not okay. So that kind of nonsense is going to get deleted. But if you have a genuine people who are like, "I don't want to be called they, them," like, do you know what? That's a valid concern. It's a valid opinion. Like, I'll let you have that. I'm not going to agree with your opinion, but you know what? You can express it. That's because you're not coming at me, attacking me. If you're going to come at me and attack me, right, then you're going down. Thank you so much for the follow. For those of you who don't know, we've had 2 follows. When you see a follow, you'll see my dog sit up, right? This is Stevie over here in the corner. Stevie gets a dog treat every single time that there's a follow. For everyone who doesn't know how it works here. So number 1, follow. Treat. Number 2, follow, treat. Mad Killer, hello, welcome in. So there we are. We got treats for Stevie. Every follow gets a treat. Every follow gets a treat. I fell down 7 levels. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep an eye on chat, but I might miss your messages.
I'm that British Mo. Hello, bruv. Would you like some candy floss grapes? I'm that British Mo, and I play video games. I play D&D on the weekends with my friends. Would you like some candy floss grapes?
I did play D&D. I actually just got back from D&D. Kita, yes, I'm live. We are going to go into Tales of the Shire. Let's look. I'm going to kick it off. Boom. There's the game. There's the game, guys. We are in it. There's music, I hope. Yes, there's me. There's music. we are going to get into this. Now, I want to try and get as much as possible, so I am going to talk through the game as I play the game right from the beginning. So I'm not going to go and continue my existing game. I'm going to start a brand new game. We're going to go into it together. So I hope everybody is ready. They're all strapped in, ready to go. Yes, like I said, if I've missed your message, you can try tag me, write your message again. I absolutely don't mind. Appreciate the review. All I was seeing is people trashing the game. So what happened yesterday, was IGN got hold of the game. They wrote a scathing, brutal review. It was horrible, and everybody jumped on that bandwagon. The review didn't talk about the game at all, right? Not the actual content of the game. The review just trashed the performance. I mean, you're looking at it now. Like, it's fine. I've had a few crashes, yes, but they've also patched a lot of stuff already. And honestly, I've just been having the best time with this game. I've been having so much fun. That yeah, it's not been a problem for me. Okay, so let me take a look. How is the game going? Yeah, we're all good. So we begin. But yeah, the PC autosaves as well, just depending where. So here we go. We can make our character. So as soon as we begin, the first thing we get to do is make our character. This is the thing that made so many people angry. I was like, oh my god, why are you getting so angry? Because you can choose, you don't choose if you're male, female, he, him, they, them, she, her, all that, right? It's just, you don't choose anything and it just refers to you as they, them. People got so angry about this. People are still so angry about this, right? But let me explain something to you. When Concerned Ape released the 1.6 update of Stardew, he didn't put in a they-them pronoun. The amount of hate and anger he got was unreal. When Starfield came out, they put a he, him, she, her, and a they dared to put a they-them option. You didn't have to choose an option. Everyone kicked off. This game doesn't let you choose anything. It just refers to you as they, them. Everybody kicks off. So the truth is, like, you can't win. The only time everything is okay, the only time people don't seem to get angry is if your character is a white male and you have no choice. When that is the case, then everybody is happy. Which, again, is like... When I say everybody, you know what that means, right? It means that the one audience, that is the white male audience, is extremely happy. Dare you wish to make anything else? Everybody's like, this is terrible. And the worst thing is, people are like, this is so un-Tolkien, right? This is so anti-Tolkien. Have you ever seen any brown hobbits? Literally, I've had these messages, right? I've had these things coming. Have you ever seen black hobbits? Well, the only un-Tolkien thing I have seen so far is the reactions of all of the hate. I was like, that is like, that's Mordor level kind of energy. Like, you keep that shit over there, right? And don't bring it to the Shire. Like, we don't need that hate in the Shire. The Shire is not about that, right? This is cozy. This is friendly. This is supposed to be a nice, like, relaxing place. It's not, you don't need that kind of, what kind of a person has so much anger that they have to be referred to as they, there's so much anger, right? And they're coming to a cozy game. It's like, why don't you go and play COD? Like, clearly, this is what you need to be. Thanks so much for that subscription, Leary Knight. Hi, welcome in. You don't need that, that hate energy, right? Keep that hate energy at Sauron's arm. And the thing is, like, those people who are like Tolkien defenders, in real life, those people would be the first people who would sign up to Sauron's army. When Sauron's like, guys, I'm taking over Middle-earth. Who wants to join my gang? We're going to kill everybody. They would be the first people. Yeah, I'm in, mate. Right? Those are the Tolkien defenders who we see with all that hate energy. The positive people, like me, do you know what happened to me? Somebody messaged me today on the comments. Sorry, someone commented, don't listen to this shill. He's being paid for this review. It's the only positive review and every other review is negative. I was like, imagine the horrible world that we live in, that when somebody likes something and is positive about something, they must be fake. They must be being paid I said, I wish I was being paid. I literally wrote, like, I wish Weta paid me. Instead, I had to approach Weta 10 months ago and beg for the key of this game so that I could create content for this game because I was excited about the game. And people are like, oh yeah, you got paid for it. I was like, I wish I got paid. I need my money. Send me that check, son. I'm waiting for it. So yeah, it's, oh God. Anyway. So this is the fun energy. Thank you so much for the follow. Look, Stevie knows that you wanted to follow. Here you go. Welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? Bam! Oh my God, Bam! How are you doing, Bam? Welcome in. Hi. We're trying to get on with the game, but you know what I'm doing? I'm doing what I always do. I'm ranting on and on and on. Anyway, we are making a character. This is Mo. It is Mo. Oh my God, Tash, how you doing? How are all of you doing? All right, look, let me have a drink. I've talked too much. Do you know something that we've said in England for absolutely years? I don't know what it's like in America. I don't know what it's like in Australia or any other countries. Can I tell you how we've spoken in England literally since I remember as a child? Kata, hello, you came with I forgot the message. I love it. How are you doing? Let me tell you, I'll give you a typical conversation, right, that takes place. Excuse me while I slip into my common British dialect. Conversation goes like this. So I was at a pub last night, right? And I saw Steve. And do you know what they said? Now, did that sentence sound wrong to you? Did anything about that sentence sound incorrect? Now, let me play it back for you. I saw Steve at the pub last night. Do you know what they said? I saw your old lady yesterday. Do you know what I told them? I saw your old lady yesterday. Do you know what I told them? We've been saying this in England for 40 years at least that I've been alive. And that's common language, right? We've always spoken that way. Oh shit, man, we've been using they, them pronouns to describe an individual person for the longest time. That's in England. England, you know where English was born? Yeah. So if people are coming at me getting angry because they're being referred to as they, them, I'm like, motherfucker, don't come down to London. Because like people will call you they, them all the time if they're talking about you. So just so you know, yeah, that's how things go. It's normal parlance for a very, very long time. And the thing is, I love it when people get really angry, so it's okay. Hey, Green, how you doing? Okay, Kita, question. I'm actually going to play this game now. So, Ricky, how are you, buddy? Dual streamer, hello. Okay, so I'm going with my body type today. We're going hobbit, boy hobbit. There you are. My size, though, I'm thinking this hobbit's going to be chunky. I want to be yeah. Green nose. We need that thick dumpy. Here, look, if I go grumpy dumpy, I do get a good dumpy. But jolly also gets my tummy out, which I quite like as well. So maybe we'll go with that. I was cozy in my last one, but it looks a bit derpy. Perky is interesting. I don't want to be snobby or wary. I think I'm going to go jolly. Jolly with the sticky out. Fat farmer energy, you know it. The dumpy. Hey, look, man. The caboose. I want to boop that caboose. Right. Let me get my skin tone. We're probably somewhere around here. Oh my god, guys, it's a dark-skinned hobbit. Right, what's my hair going to be today? Well, firstly, let's make it blue-brown. I want to go with this brown shade. I think this is quite nice. Oh, maybe, no, I'll go with the brown, the dark brown. Let's try and make it look a little bit like me. Now, my hair's getting a bit on, mate. My hair's getting a bit crazy at the moment, so, but I like the Frodo hair. The Frodo hair is cute as heck. But the eyebrows, I want something bushy. Yeah, I like these bushy eyebrows. So look at these different eyebrow options. So you've got different hair options, which are really cute. Kita had a question. Is Bim here? Did I just see Bim? Somebody say something about Bim? Yes, Bim is here. Lots of options. Love it. Yeah, there are some decent options. But Kita had a question. Kita, did you ask a question? Bin himself. Never mind, she is still... Okay. Yes, I did. Okay, ask your question. I'm looking at the chat now. But I'll go through these different hairstyles so you guys can see what they all look like. While Keita asks her question. Oh, it's answered already. Okay, fair enough. That one is really nice. I like that. If I was a girl hobbit, I would go with this one. Yeah, I would go with this one for sure. Oh, but I do like the Shasta hair. Look, this one's a Shasta. The Shasta hobbit. In fact, I would make this one and call it Shasta. But this is me. Eyebrows. I liked my... Oh, that's a good one though. But I like this big bushy. This big bushy is good. Okay. Head shape. You can type your own name. Yes, you can. I'll get to that in a second. Hold on a second. I will get to the typing of the name. Okay, so face. I do want a bit chubby face this time, so let's go with that. Let's find a nice... Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's nice and round, isn't it? It's a bit slimmer. That's quite slim. Oh, that's a fat one. Oh, yeah, there you go. Big chonker. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, let's go with this big chonker. That's nice. And my ears? The little hobbit ears, or I'm going to go big pointy ears. Cute little ears. No, I'm going to go big pointers. Let's go with the big pointers. Okay. Eyes. Very subtle differences here. I quite like this one though. This is cool. And my eye color. Oh man, do I want like red eyes? No, brown eyes. No, maybe green eyes. Oh yeah, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a shame you can't get the different color eyes. I guess it would be really cool. The name has to be a good pun. Yes, you're absolutely right, it does. Okay, nose. I'm not feeling that nose, but this little cute nose is a bit weird, isn't it? Triangle nose. Sticky out button nose. Oh, there you go. That's the nose. Okay, let's keep that one in mind. Nope. No nose. No. No, that's too big. That's too small. Where's my button? There it is. Look at this little button. Boop. Okay, my mouth. I want a nice big smile. I want a big hello. Big grin with the lips, man. You're all about the smackers, as Rachel will tell you. If you haven't got the smackers, you ain't got nothing. Smackers and a dumpy. Not tight-lipped, man. You can't kiss them lips. You want some big smackers. Let's go with them. Big smacker smile. There we are. The juicy smackers. There you go. I might get this on PlayStation. Yeah, let's go. Mr. Modo. Oh, yeah, Modo. Okay, look, this is my favorite part. Exclamation feet. Smackers and a dumpy. Yeah, you know it, man. That's what I'm all about. Whoa, what is going on? It is Ziphoid. How you doing, Zip? Thanks for the resub, bro. How's life treating you? Now look, we have to choose our hobbit hair for our feet. Now, which hair do we choose? I spent way too long on my foot hair the last time. As someone who has real life foot hair, you know, this is a very important thing to me. No. I want to get the right style of foot hair in. I kind of really like that one. I really like, that's a lot of foot hair, isn't it? That's a bit furry. It's a bit furry. That's quite cute. That's nice because it feels like you could comb it, you know? This is too small. I need a substantial amount of foot hair. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with the Bigfoot foot hair. Smackers and a dumpy. It's going to be our DJ collab name when we're in Ibiza. Hell yeah, it is. Take the hairiest one. I've got the hairiest one. I'm on it. Okay, so this is, I'm going with this guy. Right, so we're done here. Now we can choose our outfit to begin with. Now remember, we can change our outfit later on. Okay, so we can buy new outfits. I kind of quite like this frilly shirt business. Last time I went with this one, but today I think I'm going to go with the blue shirt. I love the way I stick out my belly. It makes me feel very happy. Blue shirt with the... Oh, yes. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. I'm going to ask my sister if I can wear hobbit feet to hobbit. Yes, oh my god. You must, Rach. You absolutely must. The most hobbit there ever was. Look at this guy. This guy belongs in the Shire. Legitimately. And then I can have a cape if I want as well. Look, there you go. Oh, it's a weathered cape though. Maybe I'll skip the cape. I got this cape last time. I'll skip the cape. And do we want glasses? I'm wearing glasses. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. It's basically like looking in a mirror. It's like looking in a mirror. What we got? What we got? Where are we at? Okay, we're all right. Everything's good. Message is good. Have I missed anybody? No, Larry is here. Jen, Dino, Ziff. Okay, good. We're good. Okay. So I think that's everything. I think we can begin our game now. Right, now we need a name. Now, choosing our name, our last name, we cannot customize. So let's pick a good last name to go with, and then we'll choose a first name. So, Chub, given the fact that I'm chubby, I feel like Chub would probably work well. Gamwich or Gamage sounds very similar. Goldworthy, good body. I do have a good body. And I'm definitely good enough. Greenhand, Grub, Headstrong, Hayward, Hog, Lightfoot. I do like the name Lightfoot. Back in my youth, I dated somebody with the last name Lightfoot. It was very cool name. Grub. People are saying Grub. Maggot, Longholes, Mugwort, North Tooks. You can be the North Tooks. Puddyfoot, Roper, Rumble, Rumble, Sackville, definitely not going to be a Sackville. A Sandheaver, Smallburrow, Tunley, 2 Foot, Underhill, Whitfoot, Banks, Boffin, Bolger, Bracegirdle, Brockhouse, Brown, Lock, Bunce, Butcher, Chub. Chub Grub would be perfection. Oh my god, good enough. Yeah. What if my name... Oh my god, what if my name was this? Hold on a second. Wait. I have an idea. Okay. So we want to confirm this, and let's enter a custom name. What if my name was... not good enough? Do you think this can be acceptable? Yes, guys, I'm not good enough. This is done. Are you sure you can edit your appearance later through any wardrobe item? Like it locked in. Not good enough. I was beginning to wonder if you would ever wake up. Yeah, there's no voice acting. Sleeping, yes. A very hobbit thing to do, I'd say. It's a very comfy spot. I'm sure it is. I'm on my way to Bywater, I know. All the way from the Prancing Pony, and you've fallen asleep in a glade. How do you know I'm from Bree? I have special interest in hobbits and their business. Time to get up. There's a lot for you to do. How do you know? How do you know? Look at me, just traveling along, and good news, there's patches coming. I know. I've been reporting issues to Weta, and they have been saying yes, we're getting a sword. I must say, I haven't once seen or read Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, I should do a Lord of the Rings reading. I would love to do that. Bywater is finest places any in the Shire. Fresh air, rich soil, sparkling waters teeming with fish. I don't know how to fish. And what about cooking? I've always wanted to learn. Well then, look at Bywater. This will be a good place to start. Please give us a reading. There's no voice acting goes ahead to give us his A-level drama skills. If only. I'm feeling this is me. Let's share our stories when I return, my friend. You're not staying. I have business elsewhere. But I'll come back. Probably when you least expect me. Before I go, this is a map of Bywater. It was made by a very old friend of mine from Hobbiton, in fact. So what do I do now? Oh, I expect you'll meet a hungry hobbit who will offer you some help. He'll show you what to do. But you haven't told me your name. My name? I'm Gandalf, and Gandalf means me. Farewell, Hobbit. Bye, Mr. Gandalf. Jojo Baggins, how you doing? Hi, Joe. I am Mo. Hi. How are you? That's a pretty tight Cornish accent. Thank you. I feel like Not Good Enough has an Irish accent in some universe. Imagine. So we can go ahead. The Tales log is where you see and track your active tales. Improve your fellowship by completing tales and leveling up your relationships. So we have what is now the... Oh, no. You save. Do not save over my old save. Imagine if I did that. Oh my goodness me. I would have to start all over again. So I would suggest... Okay, so for anyone who hasn't played the game, we're going to go through it. But I will also explain things as I go. So obviously you hit escape or start menu or whatever, and you get to this thing. Now this is actually quite useful. Obviously this tells you your mission and the current storyline. The storyline in the game has 3 main acts, and then there's the epilogue at the end, which is Act 4, which is basically like autonomy, right? You can do what you want. Now, I can't do an Irish accent, so I'm sorry, you're going to have to give up on that hope. So as you do the missions here, you can pass Acts 1, 2, and 3, and that is kind of like the tutorial to the game. It teaches you all the things you need to know. As you go through and do each thing, you'll learn to fish, you'll learn to cook, you'll learn to forage, you'll unlock the thing, you'll see what the story is. It says here, become a local. Welcome to Bywater. Get to know your new neighbours and help them with their problems, big and small. And remember, the way to a hobbit's heart is through their stomach. Then you've got your townsfolk section. Now, when you meet different townsfolk, what will happen is you will actually be able to see what they like, the foods that they like. And now remember, now this is really important. Again, as we're playing, this is kind of like a guide, so hopefully it will serve as a guide for future for anybody. In the different seasons, they crave different foods. So right now we're in the summer season and they'll say, oh, I'm craving this. And sometimes I crave other things. And then each season it will change because in different seasons you get different foods. So this is going to be really good. Thanks, Leary. Thanks so much. You'll watch when you go in later. Okay, amazing. Have a great stream. Thank you. Then you'll also see what gifts they like. And it says here, this is, sorry, not the gifts they like, it's the gifts that they give you. So this character, for example, has... Whoever this is has 19 gifts they can give you and 5 special gifts. So the more delicious the meal that they crave, so you can feed them anything they want. Right? Well, anything you want, you can feed them, right? They might like it, they might not like it. If it's something they're craving, then you're gonna get leveled up. But the more delicious the food that they want, that you give them. So let's say they're like, oh, I want, I don't know, like a cheese loaf, right? Cheese bread. And you make a really delicious cheese bread, you're going to get a special gift from them. And so when we're unlocking all of the different things, it's, you know, it takes time. So when in my other save, I've got about 20 hours in that game. I have not got anywhere near unlocking all the gifts of everybody, right? I haven't unlocked my everything. So like this length to the game. The main story, you know, this tutorial area, this Act 1, 2, and 3 is only about 10 hours. But beyond that, you then have autonomy to go on and like continue. And I'll even tell you a little bit more is that you can even expand your house. And I'll get to that in a bit. Then, now this is really important, it's the encyclopedia. So if you look here in the encyclopedia, you can see how the recipes are split up. So you've got stews, soups, pies, roasts, dainties and desserts, fresh foods, breads, and jams. I haven't even learned how to make jams yet, right? barely any recipes like in my other save. So it's going through, and the stew, you see all of these are locked. But the first thing you learn to make is a silky porridge with tangy rhubarb, and it tells you everything you need to make it. And I already have all the ingredients because this is the beginning. So you can go through each one of these in the encyclopedia. I love the way it's all laid out. It's very pretty. All of this stuff is hand drawn, hand painted. It's really, really nice. No bloody AI, nothing like that. So it's pretty freaking sweet. And then you've got your settings. So in your settings section, you've got all your standard, you know, blah, blah, blah. We have a photo mode. We can skip. Now the skipping movement, I did time this. The skipping and the normal walking movement are no different. You don't go any faster by holding down shift. It just looks different, right? So it is just an aesthetic difference to how you walk. Controller, audio, gameplay. You can put larger text on, which is really useful if you're playing on a Steam Deck. And the screen is small. You go ahead and turn on larger text, which is really cool. And then here's I've got everything on high, super high graphics at 1440p. Right? Okay, so that's that. We've saved the game. Good times. Let's go. So here, we can't really talk to these guys. Did you hear a new hobbit has moved into old Ruby's residence? That's me. This guy's fishing over here. It's locked, right? So different things. Now, skipping is something I like, not just a game mechanic. Yeah, exactly. So you see this bird here? You follow these birds, and they'll take you where you need to go. I'll show you how to follow them soon. This is blocked, but over there, that's by water, and this is where I live. So we're going to walk here. So if I skip, let me show you the skipping. So this is me walking, and this is me skipping. So this is Orlo Proudfoot. This is the person I'm going to... Infinite Possibilities. I've arrived. Hi, how are you doing? Luthien. Did I find out how much it costs on Steam? £26 at the moment. It's on 10% discount. Thanks so much for being here. Nim. Can I say Nim? Can I call you Nim? And Luthien, hello. How are you doing? Skipping for a certain amount of time should really give you a yeah, bonus, absolutely. Whimsy bonus. So let's talk to Orlo. It's you, our new hobbit. I'm Orlo Proudfoot. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Oh dear, I love the name so much now. Nim is fine, thank you. Okay, let's go and see your new home. Let's go. So, where have you come from? The Prancing Pony. So, just so you know, the backstory, not good enough, or your hobbit basically was a bartender at the Prancing Pony in Bree. I'm tired and overheated after walking outside in 100 Fahrenheit. Ugh, bleh. Don't do that. Stay home. Never heard of it. Oh, there's something I'm supposed to tell you, but I missed second breakfast and now I'm too hungry. Don't worry, I can make you a meal. You go first. I'm so weak with hunger, I'll really slow you down. Okay, cool. So you see here, look. Anytime you see these sparkling stars somewhere, Soraya, hello. Anytime you see... Mo, laughing at your own jokes. The whimsy bonus. Yes, of course. Anytime... It's about 30 degrees. Anytime you see sparkling things, go and click on it because it won't always tell you, but you will unlock different things by clicking on the sparkly things. Just be aware. Oh, this is my front door. Oh wait, I'm doing my voice. I suppose I'll need to get it fixed up sometime. In the meantime, I should look for another entrance. Now, I actually found a bug in the game here, which was really fun. Basically, my entrance is supposed to be over there, right? That door over there is supposed to be my entrance. But what I did was when I went to this window over here, I saw this thing which said like inspect. Here, look. Oh, there. Inspect. If you click that, you automatically go inside and you skip going through the main door, which is interesting. But look, there's some things here, so let me look here. Looks like this gate needs fixing. But there's a lot of space back there. So you see, this is further expansions later on. I could have an amazing garden. You could. And these are your garden pots that you get. This is also blocked off. So you see, look, there's areas here which are... Oh, I haven't even unlocked this in my 20-hour playthrough yet. So... Is the inspect... No, the inspect isn't a bug. It is a bug. You shouldn't really be able to do it through the window, but you kind of just jump into the room, so it's fine. Someone's going to use that for a speed run. It's like a tiny increase, but you skip this. You basically go to your wardrobe, and then you can change your appearance. This was old Ruby's place. Lovely she was. I have a lot of happy memories. But it's your place now. Take a look around. Okay, I will. Right, so we will get to things in a minute. So here's my pantry. I haven't found a limit. I guess it also farms it. I found it not... I don't know if it's like Parlia, but I didn't really enjoy Parlia, but I really enjoyed this. So, and I think that's because Parlia had a lot more to do, but this doesn't, and I like that. Like there isn't... It's not overwhelming. Parlia I found was too much in one go. Same with Disney Dreamlight Valley. Was this is quite chill, and I want a chill game. Bye Rach, have a great day. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, I think I'm up to it. So yes, I haven't found a limit for the pantry. So you can basically store as much food as you want and it doesn't go off. Got to fill it with ingredients. Yeah. Yeah, Parlia overwhelming. This is not. Okay, so this is cooking, but we'll enter that in a minute. Let's look around the rest of the place. So as you can see, there's a mess all over the floor. Whoever was here died and now they've just left everything in a mess. You've got your dining table, fireplace that you can change, your writing desk. A writing desk. All of the limit's 500 items. There you go. Thank you very much. So I haven't found that limit yet because I haven't put 500 items in it. So the writing desk is where you can read your mail or your post box from the front of your house, but you can also read mail from here that you receive. But it's also where you invite people for meals. So I've just put a cooking tutorial up of the game. So if those of you are playing the game and you're like, oh man, I want to like nail the cooking and I can't nail it yet, there's a cooking tutorial, a cooking guide on YouTube that you can go and check out. But I also talk about the writing desk there. So here you can invite people for meals. One of these drawers is locked, right? So that's something else that we get to unlock. Once I meet more people, I could use this to invite people over for all sorts of meals. So it's very cute. If we just take a quick look, you press H. Oh no, you can't do it yet. It's not letting me do it yet. Okay, let's cook Orlo a meal. So first you select your recipe. As you can see from here, the only recipe I have is this one, okay? So the silky porridge, we select it and then we get to choose which ingredients. I love fishing in games. Yeah, the fishing is actually, yes, there is fishing, Soraya, and I'll show you the fishing because we'll get to it in a minute. How felt about the optimization? What specs are you running? So right now, I'm running it on 1440p. It's getting me between 80 to 120 frames per second, depending on what I'm doing. If I put it on medium graphics, I can get it to 200 FPS. So yeah, it's running all right. It's pretty good actually. And remember that I'm also streaming it at the same time. I'm not dropping any frames, and I'm streaming it to both Twitch and I'm streaming it to YouTube at the same time. So it's intense, right? I'm not messing around here. Hold on a second. I just gotta mention. I gotta just check this message. Someone has mentioned me somewhere in something, and I need to know what it is. Oh, here we go. Okay, no, that one was there, and I don't know. I can't find it. You know, in the big Discords, it's impossible to find mentions of yourself when they pop up. I'm just like, can you just take me there, please? Oh, my hobbit's name not good enough. Oh, and someone else said that they tagged me here. Okay, amazing. So, anyway, back to what I was actually doing. So, yes, you get to choose that. You can see from here, and these ingredients, the more delicious ingredients, the more delicious it is. Okay, so you can see this is a 2-star rhubarb. You look here at this thing over here. This is my tasteometer. And so the more tasty ingredients I use, the higher this goes. If this reaches a star, that's going to be 1 delicious star. Then we've got another one, then we've got another one. Hello from Toronto. Hi, Robert. How are you doing? So I will select, this is the only one I've got, so I'm going to select this. I've got 2 bits of rhubarb because I need 2 lots of rhubarb. But if I had a 1-star rhubarb, I could choose that. If I had a 3-star rhubarb, I could choose that depending on what I want. So this is 1 star. Now look, I add another one and boom, that's going to go to the top there. Now I've got oats. Look, I've got a 2-star oat or a 1-star oat. So you can see the difference. That quarter fills, that half fills. And then I've got a 2-star milk. So overall, this can be a 2 deliciousness. Okay, let's get into the actual fun of it. Some ingredients require preparation through cooking stations, such as chopping board or a frying pan before they can be assembled. More cooking stations will be unlocked as you progress. Again, in my longer playthrough, I've unlocked another item in my cooking station, but just one. So you can see here that we have what I call, sorry, my amazing game I have, first one on Xbox, Lord of the Rings. Nice! That is amazing. Is the quality sort of like in Stardew where you progress abilities so you get, but yes. The better you get at farming, the better you get at fishing, the better you get at foraging, the higher quality ingredients you get. The better you get at cooking, the more delicious meals you can make. So look here, this is what I call the texture matrix on the bottom right hand side. So if you take a look at the texture matrix, you'll see that there is a star here. Now that is the ideal sweet spot, right, for the food. If I can get my food to that sweet spot, then I am going to make it as delicious as possible, right? It will be more delicious when they eat it. The more delicious it is, as you know, I'm going to get a better gift. Always want to be a hobbit. Worth it. I've already seen rough reviews. Holly, hi. If you go to my channel, you will see my review of the game, and it is extremely positive. I love this game. I've played it for about 5 days now, and I am obsessed. Burger, hi. Quicks, how are you doing? Quizzes. So check it out. I want to get my food to smooth. So you can see if I hover over the chopping board on the texture matrix, you can see that the smooth chunky line highlights, because by chopping you can either make it smoother or chunkier. And the way it works, when you start chopping, you have to do something. So that won't do, that will do. If I continue here, this food is going to drop down on the chunkiness level. If you just do it to the middle, it won't move. It will stay exactly where it is. If you do it higher, it will become smoother. Now I'm going to overly smooth this one, and you can see it lands exactly in the place where it's supposed to be. Now, if I move it over to the frying pan, it doesn't work because you can't fry rhubarb. But if I had onions or something else, I'd be able to fry it, and frying it will make it more tender. So I can tenderize it through frying. When you get a mixing bowl, you can actually make it crispier, but you can't do that until later on. Hi, Robbie, how's it going? No worries. Yeah, it's a great food bowl. Mo's in heaven. I'm in absolute heaven. This is amazing. So if I go ahead and click assemble, that's going to throw my rhubarb in. But now I need to make another rhubarb. If I put this here and leave it as chunky, I'm going to lose my position on the texture matrix. So I'm going to put this exactly in the middle. By being in the middle, it will not move on the texture matrix. See? Stays exactly there. Now the other ingredients are oats and milk. You can't do anything with oats and milk. You've just got to put them in as they are. And there is the meal. And look at that. 3 stars, and I get the textured tag. Because I made it the perfect texture, it gets the texture tag. I'm going to go ahead and store that in my backpack. And now I will feed it to Orlo. This looks delicious. We usually send out invites when we share a meal. We like to do things properly in Bywater, but you're new and I'm hungry. Let's get on with it. So we're just going to, your first meal in Bywater, not. So we go over to the table to set the meal. Would you like to begin a shared meal? Yes, I would. So Orlo will sit at the table and I can place the meal. Serving townfolk delicious meals is the best way to improve your relationships. So hit tab, and in tab I can choose my meal. By choosing my meal now, I can place it in front of him. So if there was 2 people sat here or 3 people, as you move it around, it will change the person's face. If you don't know what they asked for, if you press G, you can see he says, oh, I'm craving something sweet. This meal, however, is probably tangy, but that doesn't matter because it's the first meal, it's what it has to be. So we're going to place it in front of Orlo. This is a good dish, no mistake. We hit enter to start the meal. When we do, I'm going to sit with him. I love the cooking interface. Honestly, it was so similar to IRL cooking. It is honestly the best cooking interface I've ever seen. Thanks, I'll probably pick it up then. Yes, Holly, let's go. Silky porridge with tangy rhubarb. You look at his face, he smiled. Now, he didn't give a big smile. The reason he didn't give a big smile is because it's not what he was craving, but it's the only food we had. But we still are going to level up with him. Because look, we got 40 heart points and we got to level 2. Once you level up, a townsfolk, you can collect your gift. So you get to the next level, you get a gift. So if I speak to Orlo now, you'll see he's got the exclamation mark. It says here, do you have something for me? And Orlo will say, yes, I do, a rich rhubarb pie. Now I've got a new recipe. Nothing makes a hobbit happier than a good meal. If you want to make a friend, cook them a meal. Big people sort out their differences with swords, bows and arrows, and we sort them out with a nice spot of lunch. Which reminds me, you've got some post. I had a message for you I put in your post box. Follow me outside. Yes, sir. So we can go out here. La-di-da-di-da. Look, the birds are telling me where to go. There's another bird there. So there's always two birds and they'll tell you, and boom, look, there's another bird swimming around where I need to be. So I'm going to head over to my post box. Completely agree. I've already been playing for about 5 hours and completely obsessed. The decorating is going to be huge for this game. They did such a good job with it. Yes, Mesa, they did do a brilliant job with decorating. We're going to do decorating in a minute. I'm so excited. Even the beginning items you get are good enough to start with. I'd check post every day if I were you. So let's open the post box. The post box the post keeps Bywater ticking. The post box allows you to receive items, personal letters, RSVPs, and more. If the feather is up, there is post to collect. Welcome to Bywater. From Farmer Cotton. Hello, Farmer Cotton here. Come and meet us at the Green Dragon. Make sure you write Green Dragon, Orlo, and not Ivy Bush, or they'll get confused. Then write from Farmer Cotton. Stop writing everything I say, Orlo. I love Orlo. He's really sweet. You can archive these letters to read them later. So there is a bug here I found. Because sometimes when you try and archive the letters, it doesn't work. See, I'm pressing R to archive and it's not doing anything. This is a bug. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If I escape and I go back to my postbox, it will work. Sith Lord Jedi, hi, great streamer. Thanks for showing this to us. No worries. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? I'd like to go to the Green Dragon after I've delivered the post. Are you the postman, Orlo? Me? No, I just pick up messages and deliver to everyone. Isn't that what a postman does? I don't know, I've never met one. I best be off. You might be thinking, how do I find my way around Bywater? See those birds up there on that post? They seem to know where you want to go. Just follow them. Welcome to the neighborhood. Do you know what this is? Another lovely day in the Shire. Thanks, buddy. And he also gave me a gift of barley. And I got 20 experience. Open them. Oh, 20 money, sorry. Your map shows the history of the land, stores the history of the land, and shows the location of townsfolk. So, unlike Stardew, she's named Daisy Bracegirdle. What a beautiful name. So, unlike Stardew, you can see where everybody is. Also, you can see their whole schedule. So, if I click tab, anyone I see, I can see what they're doing. That's Orlo, that's what he's doing, that's where he is. When you meet more townsfolk, you can see where they're doing. If you click anywhere, you can pin a location and the birds will take you there. Right? If you unpin, it's just going to take you to the objective. And in this case, the objective is the Green Dragon. You can also see here the time of day it is. It is morning. You cannot progress the day until evening, as I wrote in my tutorial. And as you go over different places, as you find different places and go over them, it will tell you, and you can zoom in. And this map is the one that was given to you by Gandalf and is the one that was drawn by Bilbo Baggins. That Gandalf got from Bilbo and is given to you. So, yes. It is a beautiful map. I love it so much. I've ordered the special edition of the game for the Switch, which comes with a physical copy of this map. Man, I want to boot my boyfriend off our Xbox so I can play, but he'll be at work tomorrow. I'll be able to play all day. Well, in the meantime, Lily, you can hang out with us. Okay, so now if I go back to my postbox, I can read that letter and it archives totally fine. And there you can have your archive, or you can trash the letter. But I just keep every letter because why not? So we have a new mission. Let's save the game. So what we have, become a local. So we are 12% the way through Act 1 now. Welcome to Bywater, get to know your neighbours. Okay, help them solve their problems. So the next mission is, disagreements are common at the Green Dragon, but this one has bigger implications. Follow the birds to the Green Dragon. So now we're going to find out what is the story, what is going on, what tutorial kind of storyline have they designed for us to kind of learn and understand the game. And we'll go through that in a second, so let's do it. So this is obviously showing me where I need to go. Old Ruby's Pond to the north, and the south lane is Cotton Farm by Water Forest. Lookout Hill Ruins on the west. If we go back to our house very, very briefly, we should be able to now enter the decoration mode. So note the time here on the bottom left hand corner is morning. Hey Bim, how you doing, buddy? Now when we enter home decoration mode by pressing H, you can sort out everything. Now time stops, okay, and we can walk around, and we're in camera mode. So as I look around, I can do all of this and look at things and move things around. Note every item can be moved, pretty much. These scrolls of paper, these bottles, these forks, right? These spoons, these towels, right? You cannot edit the kitchen, you cannot edit the pantry except the floor and walls, right? But you can't move these pots, you can't do anything here. You cannot even change the beams here, which is the only annoying thing in the game. But you can change all these beams, so that's a bit weird. Change the flooring, the middle part. In my room, you've got wardrobes, bottles. You see here everything on this table, all the clutter, all this, you can edit every single one. Look, I can take this, I can move it from there and put it wherever I want, gridless, no problem. I can spin it around. I can even snap the spinning if I want to, and I can leave it wherever I want. I want it there, that's no problem. I can go put this bottle right next to that one. I can even pick up these clothes and put them on my bed, right? Take that one off from there and go put it on the floor here, probably. Put it on that shelf. Why the hell not? So yeah, I can start moving all these things around. It's very nice. Very easy to delete things. If I just don't want that, you can set F, which stashes it. The other mode is a free look mode. So I can actually just walk around freehand, right? And just start looking around. Hold on, what was that? Yeah, so I can just start looking around here, free mode. And start moving things around freehand if I want to. Then we go back to this mode and I can walk around. And if I hit tab, you can actually see what you've got. So you've got a garden section, and any garden stuff and seeds you can find from there. You've got meals, which you can actually make meals and then you can pick them up and put them down on tables if you want to. Just have a meal lying on a table. Here's the decoration section. So you'll see all the decorations. At the moment, I've just got this teacup, which I picked up. And then the furniture that I have. And as I pick things up, you'll see, look, I'm going to stash all of this junk. Are you sure? Stashing this item will return all decorations on it back to the surface. So if you stash an item that has things on it, all of the items will also go back. So we stash all these things away. Washing pan, blah, blah, blah. Right? Let's get rid of everything here in this room. Okay, everything is gone, but now if I go to my decorations, all those items are here that I can pick up and put wherever I want. And also in the furniture section, all the stuff is here. Here's my couch. Let's just put that. I'll turn off the snapping so I can have it any way I like. I'm going to put my couch right up there against that wall. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a couple of cushions to that couch. So let's just spin around those cushions. I'm going to put one here and I'm going to put one there. Right? And I don't want any more cushions, so I'm going to keep that as is. Now if I want to move that, all the items that are on it will also move with it at the same time. Right, the flooring. If you click on the floor or the windows or the beam, sorry, I'm missing messages. Mama Tapioca, hello, hi, I'm the girl from Reddit who asked about clothes. I started the game a few hours ago myself. Hi, welcome in, thanks so much for being here. First time really seeing this, looks great. Well, I'm glad, yes, every decorating game should have the freedom of placement, yes. Absolutely. If you saw what I said in the thing. Breathelin, sorry if I've butchered the name, I can't say it. How are you doing? I'm trying to read all your messages, but sometimes I miss them because I'm busy talking my face off. So if I do miss a message, just feel free to post it again. So, you know, again, this game got so much hate. Look at it. It's so freaking cute. Thank you so much for that follow. All follows are anonymous, and guess what? Because you followed, the dog gets a treat. Look down here in the bottom right hand corner. You'll see Stevie. Stevie, wake up and say hello to everybody. This is a treat for you. Good girl. She's very happy. You fed her today. If you don't know, guys, I haven't mentioned this today. I have, but I'm mentioning it again now. Firstly, if you follow, every follow, the dog gets a treat. So you have done your good deed for the day. You have fed this dog. And this dog, if you spoke to this dog, she will tell you she is starving. That she hasn't been fed. She's been very fed. She's been overly fed. She's very happily fed. But she's a Cocker Spaniel. So obviously she's going to say, I've never eaten food in my life. What's food? Please feed me. So she's very happy. You've done your good deed. Okay, that's all. You don't need to do anything else good today. You've done your good thing for the day. What a cutie. She is adorable. What an adorable doggy. She is the best. This is Stevie. She is my absolute angel, best girl. She is the best. She is absolutely the best. You can see more of Stevie and other pets in our Discord server if you want to hang out with us. What if I subscribe to your YouTube channel? Does she get a treat? Yes, she does. I just trust that you have subscribed to the YouTube channel, so she gets a treat. Here you go, Stevie. So the flooring. Let's take a look at this. So look here, we've got some colors, right? We've got these floor colors. Now, I don't know if you get more later on or not, right? I haven't got to that stage, but this is what's cool. So look, I can set a floor color in this room. I can set a different floor color in this room. Okay, so I can have that be like this. Then I can go ahead and set a different floor color in that room. Right, or I can choose this one and I can say apply everywhere. And it will put all the floors of my house the same color. That works with the walls. Right, I can go there and I can apply this color everywhere. Done. Ceiling. Lighting. Oh, I can say everywhere. Yeah, confirm. Walls. Yeah, we're not done yet. So all of these things. We can change the color of those. Let's go with this. Let's change it for everyone. And the doors themselves, like all the arches that we can choose. Big doors and little doors are different. So we go with like little curtain door for my bedroom. I won't apply that everywhere. But the big doors I will. I will change them to be maybe ornate. Oh, okay, and that does that one as well. That's fine. No, yeah, it's the same. It's different. And then the beams. We want the beams to match, so we can go with a different beam style. The brick with the candles were really cool, isn't it? Okay, so you can go. Look, it's brightened up the whole house now.
Do you watch
We have ads on Twitch, by the way.
Have you watched ads?
I spied on the neighbors in their houses have very different patterns, so I guess we can have new ones too. I hope so, yeah.
Maybe. Oh, when will you watch ads?
Okay, so that's Twitch ads, but we're not stopping for Twitch, so YouTube, we have no ads. So again, we can also change our front door. All these different beautiful styles of doors. I'm going to go with this guy. We can change our windows. So let's choose some nice different windows. I'm going to go with a small circular. We can change our colors as well. Okay, and then that changes all the windows everywhere. So now, as you see, it's a very different looking house, right? With all these weird colors everywhere. Again, not the colors I would normally go with, but I'm just trying to show you how it all goes together. Wooden rings, let's do it. Okay, and so then we just hold down H to come out of design mode, and there we are. Right, so now let me show you photo mode. So we've done this. Okay, oh, hold on, he wants to talk about his bed. A bed, maybe I should go to sleep. No, it's too early. I'll come back when it's later. So that's basically telling you can't sleep until it's evening. And the wardrobe, if you go over to the wardrobe, okay, you can change your clothes, right, from all the starter clothes or any other clothes you buy. And you can change your appearance again. So you can change your whole look. You chose a look and you didn't like it, you go ahead and change it, right? I'll make myself darker skinned. And you can change your name. So you can do all of these things anytime in the game. So the fact that you picked it at the beginning does not matter because you can just go ahead and change it. You need your wardrobe to do that. Thank you so much for the follow. Guess what happens when you follow? Stevie gets a treat. Here you go, little girl. She is very happy with you guys today. She has had so many treats. She's your best girl. Right, so let us crack on, shall we? So yes, you need a wardrobe to do that. And once you've done that, you can edit your appearance. Boom. Now let's go over to the place where we want to go. So look, there's the birds. Now, the bird following can seem confusing at times. So let's go through it very, very easily, very slowly. So when I hit this bird, it's going to fly away. If I look around and I keep walking in the direction it was sitting in, another bird will show up and tell me where to go. Now pay close attention here. That bird is sitting on the signpost facing this way. So I have to walk in the direction of the signpost that it sat on. If it flies away, you just wait and it will come back again, right? So that's something you need to remember. So if you go away in the other direction, the bird will face the direction you're supposed to go in, right? So I've come to it and oh shit, it's flown away. Where does it need to go? If I wait, a new bird will come and tell me where to go. So in this case, I just follow the path. And it'll keep going and it'll keep going, it'll keep going. The other thing I want to show you is the butterflies. The butterflies in the game, if you follow them, they will show you where forageable items are. For example, these berries. And I can harvest them. And then they might fly over to another place. Look, here they are. If I follow these, it's going to show me a place where I can harvest some item. There you go. Now, every animal you see in this game, look, it's leading me into this secret location. Ta-da! Right, so butterflies, forageables. You can see plenty of nice flowers and plants and things all over the place. Every animal in this game you can greet. So this is a duck. You can say hello to the duck. And then when you greet an animal, it sits down and then you make a cute face. And sometimes you'll clap, sometimes you make a cute face. See? And that's just nice. These guys you can't interact with, right? There are some hobbits there's no interaction with. And this is where you can fish. As you see here, there's fish. And when we collect our fishing rod, I will show you how the fishing works. For now, though, let's keep following the birds. So you see here, the bird is leading me in this direction. So I'm just going to keep walking straight. The pigs are the most adorable things, yes. But Ladle is the greatest thing. And we will meet Ladle very soon. So look, it's telling me, okay, this direction. Let's keep walking. Let's keep going. The village square. So you see here, I can talk to these guys. I can actually then buy and sell things. We won't go ahead of ourselves though. Let's wait and see where the birds are taking me. So the bird is sitting there, so it wants me to go in this direction. And keep going in this direction. And look, here we are, the green dragon. Ladle train, Lily knows where it's at. Wow, bless my butter, you must be not good enough. I am not good enough, you're absolutely right. It's lovely to meet you. I'm Lily Cotton, or Mrs. Cotton. Those of you who know your books and who know your movies well, you will know that this is the mother of Rosie Cotton who then becomes the wife of Samwise Gamgee. I heard you're settling into old Ruby's place nicely. Once you've made some friends here, you can invite them back for a shared meal, and you'll make a lot of friends at the Green Dragon. You won't find a more cozy and cheerful place in the whole West Farthing. Bywater is a village. That's all there is to it, Sandyman. Again, for those of you who know your books, this is Sandyman. Is it Ted Sandyman? No, this is Ted Sandyman's father, and we learn that Ted Sandyman is his son because he talks about his little boy Ted. Now you have to remember, this is set in the time just before Bilbo's birthday party. in the Lord of the Rings. So this is set after The Hobbit and before Lord of the Rings. And it's set maybe just a year or some months or something before Bilbo's birthday in the Lord of the Rings. And from Bilbo's birthday day to when Frodo left the Shire to take the ring to Mordor, it was 25 years. And when so it's Frodo and Bilbo's birthday, and Bilbo's 50 when he leaves, so he's about 25 years old when the Lord of the Rings starts. So he's basically like already, you know, he's still a boy in Hobbit terms. 25 is young for a Hobbit. Now, what's interesting is that Ted Sandyman is a kid at this point, so he's probably around the same age as Frodo. Why is Ted Sandyman an important character? Well, Ted Sandyman's a dick. He is a rude, obnoxious twat, and he is the one who basically he lays down himself at Saruman's feet when Saruman wants to take over the Shire, and he is Saruman's inside hobbit, right? He betrays all the hobbits and lets Saruman take over from the inside, right? Ted Sandyman is a selfish, egotistical asshole, and his father is much the same. Unfortunately, you have to make friends with him. He sells all the flour. Age maturity of hobbits is at 32 or 33. Exactly. What have I missed? Okay, yes. So there we go. YouTube. Kind of complicated. Hello. How you doing? Welcome in. I was just trying to read the messages from. I've got chats here. Yeah. So anyway, this is Sandyman Senior. The apple does not fall far from the tree. Your review video got me to buy the game. I was a bit discouraged by the negative reviews, but having some fun so far. LB, yes! Thank you so much. I should be getting paid for me. You know when people are like, oh, don't listen to this guy, he's getting paid by Weta. I wish I was getting paid by Weta. Do you know what, right? Can I just say, right, at this moment in time, if Weta, if you're watching, can I just say, I had to beg you for 10 months for the key, right? And like you kept like pushing me back. You wouldn't let me on the initial creators list. You finally accepted my application and let me have the key. In the time since I've had the key to now, I have done more work to positively push this game out against all the shit reviews, against IGN, against everyone else. I've done that because I genuinely like the game. I genuinely am enjoying and I love the vibe of it, right? I love the art style. I love the vibe. I love the cooking mechanic is phenomenal. The decorating is so good. I'm having the coziest time. I have promoted this game so much for free. That review video, right, that I posted is literally the one of like 3 or 2 positive review videos, but everyone has watched that video, right? So many people have watched that and was like, I wasn't going to buy the game, but because of your video, I am going to buy the game. And it's just an honest, like, player's video, not some stupid giant corporation video. So I'm like, next time I ask for something, just give it to me straight away. I'm not going to do you dirty, man. I've been in your Discord for the last 2 days, right, doing the Lord's work, right? I've been in there, like, bringing up morale when everyone was like feeling shit because of the bad reviews, and I was like, no guys, this is good. I will post screenshots, I will test things out. I ran performance tests for the people. I did all kinds of the people like, can you put this there, can you do this? I did it all, right, just to like spread some positivity about the game. Weta, you owe me. You owe me. Anyway, that's me. You know, just screaming about all my hard work. Anyway, and what do you call my mill then, Cotton? It's completely right in the Discord, but it's been absolute good. I love that Discord. That Discord is so good. It's the coziest Discord ever. We had a moment where a bunch of trolls came in, and oh my god, it was nasty. But they've all been gone, so it's been nice since they've all left. Overpriced. So Sandyman is the miller, right? Ted Sandyman, he owns the mill, and he's the only person who has like flour, barley, yeast, and everybody hates him because he's so overpriced. Hobbiton Mill, since you're having trouble remembering, the mill that is in Hobbiton. So you see he has Hobbiton Mill. And I'm Farmer Cotton of Cotton Farm, and I live in Bywater. Oh, okay, hello. This is not good enough. Sorry guys, he's come all the way from Bree. Oh. And you ended up here. Why? I want to be part of the village. I want to live somewhere beautiful. I want to make new friends. I want to make new friends. With this lot, keep your standards low and you might be happy enough, I suppose. Stop your noise, Sandy man. You're talking rubbish. Bywater is a village. We've got a village square. It's more of a circle, really. And 2 inns! I'm impressed, Cotton. I didn't know you could count. I mean, to be fair, that's sassy as hell. Sandy, I would like to see instead of Sandy Man, I'd like to see Sassy Man art. Like, if anyone here is arty, like, I want to see this guy as Sassy Man. Wetter better. I'd like to spend all day proving you wrong, Cotton, but some of us do proper work for a living. Welcome to Bywater, good enough. I expect to see you at the mill shop soon. I see this guy as being like Malfoy. I love... Okay, listen. Nora Burrows is my everything. If I could romance anybody in this game, it's going to be Nora Burrows. I love her. She's so sweet. She's the tailor. You can buy all your clothes from her. She is just next level. There's no romancing in the game. But if there was, Nora would be at the top of my list. But Fosco is cool, man. I like Fosco. He sells you decorative items. So if you want clutter, go to Fosco. He said he won an argument against you about Bywater not being a village. He didn't win. He left before he could lose. Bywater is a village. It must be. Hobbits have lived here since the old king gave us the Shire to live in. We should ask the official assessor at Delving. Good idea, Orlo. Okay? So again, right? For those Lord of the Rings nerds out there, right? So, again, in my review, when I was like, oh man, there's stuff in here that people who know the books are gonna really appreciate. Delving is another reference in the books. It is basically like the hub, the political hub of the Shire, right? It is where the main mayor is. It's where the museum is. It's kind of like, yeah, the central point. And so these guys want to be assessed. They want to be like classed as a village. And so he's like, oh, we need to speak to the assessor at Delving. He'll come out and he'll tell us, he'll assess us and see if we're a village or not. But I love that little reference there, right? They didn't have to put it in, but it shows that they know what they're talking about. And they've done the work. They've put in the effort to like make a story that kind of fits in with the style of the Shire and the kind of the level of Hobbit red tape that you would expect, right? Which is quite fun. Wolf Brothers Cinema. Hello, I discovered your channel due to your Tots review. While the game seems to not resonate with me, which is a shame. I really like your style and the way you make reviews. Wolf, thank you. You know what? Because you subscribed, you know what's going to happen? Because you subscribe, the dog gets a treat. And if you're not into Tales of the Shire, I make Stardew content. There you go, Steve. Good girl. You have fed the dog today because of your subscription. Thank you very much. She is very pleased. Yeah, I know the game isn't up to everyone's standard, and I think that's completely like reasonable. Like, it's not going to resonate with everyone. So that's really sweet, though. That's absolutely amazing. Do you think we'll be able to get to Delving in the game? Also, hi, Nasa, how you doing? So there is a really good podcast that was done with the lead writer of the game, which explained a lot of choices in the game. Looking forward to your next reviews. Thank you. I don't really do this. This was the first review I have ever done. I've never reviewed a game before. This was the first one. I generally make guide videos for Stardew Valley. But I've been enjoying reviewing this game, and I'll see if other people send me their game keys. I'll review their games too. So let me tell you about what's going on with the thing. So the lead writer said a few things. Firstly, the surname selection being a drop-down list. So your first name you can choose yourself. The surname selection is from a drop-down list. Why? So they had a specific reason for that. The names that they've chosen for surnames in the game come from the books, right? They scoured those books and they pulled out all of the last names that are mentioned in family trees. They've mentioned in the appendices, mentioned in the text itself, and they took all of these names and they added them as last names because they want you to feel part of the actual Shire. So you are part of an actual hobbit family that is in the Shire, but not one of the main ones. So you can't be a Took, a Brandybuck, a Gamgee, or a Baggins, right? But aside from the main four, right, because that I guess would lead to many other issues, you can be one of all of the other ones that I mentioned, and that is a really nice little touch because again it shows you can choose your first name, but they're still basing you in the Shire. The other thing was people have asked will you? Oh, thank you so much, Wolf Brothers. That's absolutely amazing. That's really, really sweet. See you, Jen. Take care. With regards to expanding the Shire, they have said it looks very unlikely, right? Maybe with, again, I don't know this how this game is going to go, right? Because depending on sales, that IGN review made lots of people cancel their pre-orders. Right? Made loads of people not buy the game. If they don't get money, they're not going to be able to invest more money in the game. Right? This is a big problem because remember, this is Wes's first game, and the publisher company got taken over by some other random company mid-development. So it threw everything up in the air. They had hell of time, and the poor devs are working their asses off, and then all they get is these shit fucking reviews. Sorry, pardon my French. So I don't know how much they'll be able to put into development post-game if the game doesn't do well. If it doesn't sell, they're not going to have the money. There's not going to be the incentive to be able to work on it. I love that there's no microtransactions in the game. They've basically said, this is the game, here you go. Everything that you want is in the game. We're not going to have a mini store. You can buy other stuff with real... No, it's just there. Anyway, I digress. DLCs, I don't know. But expanding out the Shire and going to other places, the lead writer was it's very un-Hobbit-like. Unless you're a Took, it is very un-Hobbit-like that you would travel to other places in the Shire. Hobbits are homebodies. The fact that our Hobbit moved from Bree to Bywater is quite strange, right? Unless through marriage, right? Hobbits wouldn't usually travel around. They kind of stay where they are. They don't like adventure. They don't like walking around. They kind of, keep to themselves, keep in their own little communities, and that's about it. And that is actually true. If you read Concerning Hobbits, the first chapter in the prologue to Lord of the Rings, that is clearly defined to you. The fact that Bilbo goes around, the fact that the Tooks travel around is very odd, which is why they say, there's something Tookish about you, Frodo, because he's got Took blood, right, from his family, from his mum's side of the family, because his mum is a Took. And so the fact that Frodo has this kind of wanderlust for adventure comes from his Took side. But the other hobbits, not going to do that. The only time they would travel is for free gifts, which is why so many hobbits came over to Hobbiton for Bilbo's birthday, because they get presents on somebody else's birthday and free food. So yeah, it's, again, the lead writer explained the reasoning behind it. I accept that reasoning. I think it's logical. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what will happen in the future? Cozy Cerise, hi. Firstly, Shasta, hi. I got sent home sick. Oh my god, Rach, but thank you for being here again. But shit, are you okay? Hey, Mo, found you through Tot's review and loving the stream vibes. I noticed your game is looking quite smooth on your stream. Mine's skipping frames when I'm running around. My PC met some recommended hardware. Have you found any video settings that have helped? Yes. My rig is quite above the recommended requirements. Firstly, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the review. I really appreciate that you did that. you can, hold on a second, when I get out of this screen, I will show you the settings and exactly what you should change. Rach, are you okay? Shasta, hello, how are you doing? Engage burrito mode. That's all fair logic, thanks for relaying. Sorry, I have literally deep dived into everything around this game. I've watched every interview, I've read every transcript of an interview, because, you know, I wanted to know everything about it, right? I want to know what's going on. And it's phenomenal the way they created this game. Oh my god. But anyway, look, let me finish this. Shouldn't there be a book of rules somewhere? Yes, you make a good point. I remember old Ruby had a big book. Maybe that's what we're looking for. Yes, but she gave it to old Noakes. So this is kind of like making you go around and visit all the villagers. Okay, so first thing we have to do is go visit old Noakes, right, who is the grumpy fisherman, and that's going to unlock fishing in the game. Now, this is the thing I was telling you about. Hold on, let me just save the game here. So, firstly, the settings. You wanted to know about what's I'm okay. I've got a cold or something's getting worse by the hour. Shit, oh my god, please take it easy. Right, settings. You're on PC, right? I'm guessing. Cerise, you're on PC, right? Yes, you are. Okay. So under video, what you want to do is, okay, so I'm playing on 1440p, but I'm guessing you're on 1080, right? You can go down to 720, right? As a resolution change, that would be your biggest performance increase, right? If you went down to 1280 by 720, that would make a massive performance boost for you, because obviously the more resolution your graphics card is trying to push out, the harder it's going to be. But if you don't want to do that, oh my goodness, thank you so much for that follow. The dog gets a treat because you followed. Good girl, Stevie. Right, if you don't want to reduce the resolution, then may I suggest turn off the vertical sync, because your FPS is probably not going to jitter your screen at this point in time. Vertical sync puts more load on the GPU, so turn that off. Myth weaving, oh my gosh, god, dog getting a treat is the best response to a follow I've ever seen. Thank you so much for the follow. The dog gets a treat. There you go, Steve. Yeah, you are. Thank you again for the follow. For Saku, hi, is the game similar to Palia? I don't like Palia. I don't know if the game... It's not as overwhelming as Palia. It maybe looks... There's some things that are probably similar, but for me it feels very different. Far more cozier, far less overwhelming, way more chill. So, yes. Okay, so turn off vertical sync. Obviously, do not put the resolution upscaler. Turn off anti-aliasing mode. If you've got anti-aliasing mode on, that will kill your graphics card. Switch that off. And you can set your graphics quality down to medium or even very low. So let me tell you what will happen with graphics quality. If you put your graphics quality to very low, the game still looks fantastic. Let me show you. I'm going to turn my graphics quality to very low. I'm going to put my anti-aliasing off. I'm going to turn off my vertical sync. And in low, make sure all of these things are unticked. Okay, now if we go back to the game, right, although it doesn't look as good, right, it doesn't look rubbish. But now what I've got is I've got like 200 FPS right now. The main difference that you're going to notice is the draw distance is severely reduced. So things are popping up as I walk. You see, look, there's no grass, but as I get closer, the grass and flowers pop up, right? So that's the draw distance being reduced, right, from the graphics. But I'm having a much faster FPS and a much lower GPU load now. My GPU load is dropped to about 60%. Before it was on 90%, but my FPS has doubled, right? But the game is fully playable, still completely fine, right? Just not as polished. I go back here. I will boost these things up again. I don't even need vertical sync, anti-aliasing, and put all graphics on very high. Oh, wait, hold on. Graphics quality, sorry, very high. There we are. Boom. Okay, so that's done all of that again. Now we go back and it's... There we go. I hope that helps somewhat. I'm not technically minded enough why one is better than the other. Sorry, I don't want to take away. You don't worry. This is exactly why I am doing this stream. It is because I want people to come in and ask questions and find out, you know, about the game, look at how the game is done, all the rest. That is the purpose of me streaming every night this week, right? It's literally the only reason. So please do come in and ask the questions, and don't worry. Why would we avoid using resolution upscaling out of interest versus doing no anti-aliasing? So resolution upscaling is going to, again, put more load on your graphics card. And that's why we don't want to do that. And anti-aliasing will also increase the load on the graphics card. The purpose of both of these things is to obviously make the image look nicer. Now, personally, I don't see any need to resolution upscale. I'm playing on 1440p and it's totally fine. If you went down to 720p, you would be more than fine. You wouldn't need to upscale. The game is at 1080p. If you want to play it higher than that, like so I'm playing at 1440, if you want to play higher than that, what the game is basically doing is it's taking a 1080p game and it's stretching it out across to 1440p. If you use a resolution upscaler, what that is going to do is it's going to post-process every one of those pixels and fine-tune them so that it looks better the bigger you go, right? But because the base game is already 1080p, you don't need to upscale the resolution. You don't need a resolution upscaler if you're playing at 1080p or below. If you're going higher than 1080p, I would say you can use it. But again, like as you can see, the type of game it is, the artwork, the graphical style, like it doesn't need all of that, right? It's not, you're not playing Battlefield, you're not playing Call of Duty, right? It doesn't have to be so sharp and high FPS, right? Just, you don't want it to be laggy, you just want to be able to play the game. Twitch chat is frozen on the stream overlay. Oh, here we go. Am I frozen? No, Twitch chat, that's okay. It might just be because it's not monitored anymore. 1 second. No, that's fine. Should be working. Okay, that explanation makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I'll play with settings tomorrow. Yes, Mo's a tech guru. Supreme. Sometimes I'm a tech guru. Okay. NASA does games. I play on a 2021 model HP Standard Pavilion laptop, and I run most things on low quality. I can play everything except the second Hellblade and BG3 most days. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I mean, it runs on my gaming laptop as well. It's a bit newer. Is Twitch? No, Twitch chat is okay now on the stream. I see the last messages there. So good. Okay, let's get back into the game. So where am I doing? Finding my feet. Find who has the missing book of rules, and you might learn some new skills along the way. Go and ask old Noakes about the missing rule books. Okay, will do. Thank you very much. Potato Master, hello there. Found you on YouTube with your videos. Loving the stream so far. On your bio, it mentions to ask you about potatoes. Do you have a favorite spud? Potato Master, welcome in. You will see here that one of my mods is Spud Boy. That's my favorite spud. But I do. All the spuds are my favorite spud. But it depends on the day and the mood I'm in. Obviously, you can't beat chips. In the UK, we call them chips from a chippy. The chip shop chips, the fat chips with salt and vinegar. Oh, they're unbeatable. A good fish and chip shop chip is just phenomenal. Otherwise, baked potato, I'm there. Wedges, yes. Curly fries, yes. French fries, yes. Crisps, or as you guys call them, chips, you guys, I'm assuming you're American. You may not be American. As Americans call them, chips. I just assume everyone who comes in here is American, as most people are that come onto my streams. Potato dolphin nose, or dauphinoise. Dolphin nose potatoes. I said baked potatoes. Sauté potatoes. Roast potatoes. Oh my goodness me. I could eat like 10 roast potatoes, like 10 giant potatoes worth of roast potatoes in a go. Like, yeah, potatoes are like my mashed potatoes. Oh my god, mashed potatoes. Yeah, all of them. Yes, all of the above. Potatoes. If you start talking to me about potatoes, my Samwise Gamgee comes at me. Yeah, sweet potatoes are not the potato, mate. They are not the. I don't love sweet potatoes. I'll eat them, but they're just not on the same level. I've explained this before. I stand very firmly on this, right? It may lose me followers, but I don't care because my principles are more important than everything else. A sweet potato is not on the same level as a not sweet potato. Just saying. Returning to my lurk while I'm on phone with a girlfriend, but keep up God's work. Thank you very much. Right. What was the last message I missed? I like sweet potatoes better if they weren't named sweet potatoes. Feels like a misnomer. But the problem is I don't like them because I find that they're too sweet. I've played for about 5 hours. The game is amazing on Xbox. Yes! Shani, hello, how are you doing? How are we liking the game? We are loving the game. I have a game which is 20 hours. And I'm still finding things. I'm still unlocking my skills. I'm still getting new things. I'm still expanding things. It's beautiful. This is a brand new start of the game for the purpose of stream. So let's go and find Old Noakes. So look, the birds are telling me where to go. The birds say go this way. Okay, I'll go this way. Here we are. We're going in this direction. Oh yeah, I've seen so much negative. Well, you can check out my review on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can go check out my review on YouTube and you will see it is the only or the most positive review that there can be about the game. It's brilliant. I love it. I have a 10-minute review and it shows you all the things, tells you an honest opinion from my experience playing the game for 4 days before release, and hopefully it helps you to make up your mind about if you like the game or not. So we're going down here, and this is where Old Noakes lives. Old Noakes smile. Again, reference from the book. It's what hobbits call their hobbit homes. Who are you? I'm not good enough. Every time. Never heard of you. Where you from? Bree? Gets worse. What are you here for? I've come to live here. Oh? We'll be neighbours then. What did you say your name was? Not good enough. No, it's not. It's a newcomer. What are you after? Have you seen an old book? Who do you think I am? Library? Or what do you think I am even? It's a book of rules. It had fish pictures in it. Fish, you say? Answer me this. How can you tell when Mr. Fishy is swimming in the river? Swirling shapes in the water. That's right. Cast your line out there and Mr. Fishy will come and say hello. Though why he'd want to talk to you, I have no idea. Look for shapes in the water and that's where Mr. Fishy's playing. Have this old fishing rod. It's cluttering up the place. Might as well clutter up yours. Don't go on Old Noakes Pier. You clear off or I'll give you a good look at Mr. Fishy's bait. I'll take you to old Ruby's pond. That's right outside my house. The fish are all stupid there and you'll get on well with them. What a meanie. Do love him. Okay, let me see. What am I'm going to straight up late playing tonight, probably until 3 AM. Let's go, Lily. Yes, let's go. The Keeper of Twin Dragons. Hello. I absolutely adore this game. It's relaxing and fun. I agree with you. It is relaxing and it is fun and I love it. You need the BIM spin whistle for this pun? Oh, absolutely. You're actually like... I can't even do the noise. The Keeper of Twin Dragons. That's amazing. Do you have like 2 bearded dragons perchance? Is that where you got your name from? Because I mean, that would be amazing. Catch 3 fish, keep them or let them go, then come back and tell me about it. I do remember that book. I showed Mr. Fishy the pictures. It got too wet. So I gave it back to Farmer Cotton. He'll have it somewhere. Okay, so I got some things from Old Noakes. I got a pillow, a barrel, and a recipe. You can now catch fish around Bywater. So somebody was asking me about the fishing in the game. The fish in Bywater have preferred locations, season, weather, and time of day. So very similar to Stardew. Keep an eye on your encyclopedia after each catch to increase your knowledge on Bywater's waterways. Open the tool wheel. Select the fishing rod. Okay, so the way this works... No, I don't. It was something someone I know came up with. Oh, that's lovely though. I like it. Save. I always keep saving because I had those crashes before. Okay, so look here. First catch. So you cast out your line with E. Hold on, I'll do that again. So if you hold E, you'll see it starts moving further and further, and you can move left and right, okay? Now if you cast out there, it's not going to work because there's no fish there, but you can't pull it back in once it's gone out. The only way to pull it back in once it's gone back out is to press escape, basically come back in again. So you look at where the fish are, you either click or hold E, and then you cast out to where they are, and then you let go. Right, so I'll do it again. Right here, there's a fish, so you go where the swirls are, there. See, now that fish is coming, and then you press space. So the fishing has 2 parts. Oppose the direction of the fish to slow it down. I'll show you what that means in a minute. And then reel the fish in without letting the fishing rod's line snap. Okay, so what does that mean? So you see here the fish is going away, and I can move my mouse. So, or I can use the cursor keys, right? So what I want to do is, the fish is moving that way, so this white line shows me it's the opposing direction. So I want to get my cursor to be highlighted, basically. When my cursor is highlighted, I click so I can pull it in. And it's going to keep moving away, so I'm going to have to keep catching it. And I can hold it, but if I hold it too long, look, the line's going to break. If I hold down the mouse for too long, the line will break. So I have to let it, if it gets yellow, I let it go, bring it back to clear, and then I can pull it more. Once you've pulled it all the way near you, you get to keep it. And here, you get to learn what it is. Bywater bleak, cook with a frying pan. It's bitter in general. It's small, but there's usually more around. Try again, get more. One's rubbish, pretty blue colouring though, Old Noakes, right? So you can keep it or you can put it back. Might as well keep it. Now let's go and get some more. That's nowhere near any fish. There we go. So I'll just pull this one in quite quickly. There we go. This is a rough, salty, roughy. Come on, fishy. Right, and once you clear the pond of fish, they do regenerate. Okay, you will get new fish in this pond again next week. Tomorrow, the next day. And you can get, then there's more places. There's lots of places that you can go fishing. So you don't have to worry about that. But once the fish have gone, once you don't see any more puddles, you can't fish in that place anymore until the next day when they replenish. So not like Stardew, where basically it's just you just keep fishing and fishing and fishing. But then you don't get any trash either. And the fishing is very easy in this game. So easy. There we go. All the fish kept. Sorry, what's the question? There is a question here. I don't know. Okay, so do I prefer mouse controls? Does this game support playing with handheld controller? Yes. So it is fully controller supportable. I've not played it with controller, but I know a lot of people who are playing it on Switch and they're really enjoying it on Switch. That's all I know. It's all I know. Okay. I'm going to need some more water in a minute. We may run an ad and get some more water, but we will. I think we're actually going to keep streaming for another half an hour because that will put me to 1 AM. Okay, so we press T to look at our tool, sorry, but we press R to hide it away. We can press R to take out our tool, R to hide it away. Plays well on PS5. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good on PS5. And Xbox as well. The only one I heard it was really laggy on was Switch sometimes. Ask Farmer Cotton about the missing book of rules. So let's go and see Farmer Cotton. Where is he? There he is, up there. He'll be at the Green Dragon. Good day to you, good enough. Have you seen Logbook? Hello, Hobbit. Found that book yet? No, Noak said he gave it to you. He gave me a book once. It was soaking wet. He said there were animal pictures in it. 3 hedgehogs and a dragon. I'm not sure I want those around the farm, but there were pictures of flowers in it, so I gave it to Delphi. Now, guys, I love Nora Burrows, but the second person on my list is Delphinium. Delphi is so adorable. It does stutter a little every now and then. Haven't had any bugs or crashes yet. Oh, that's pretty good then. Talking of growing things, would you like to try your hand at gardening? I've got a few bits and bobs to get you started. A watering can and a bag of seeds. Old Ruby's left some nice garden beds. Is it difficult? Not really. Start simple and you can't go far wrong. Even Orlo managed it. Just go up to your garden, you'll work out what to do. When everything's harvested, come back and let me know how you got on. Pulling fine food from good-tilled earth. There's nothing finer. True that. In the meantime, find Delphi and ask her for her book back. Okay, you can now water garden beds at home with a watering can. All growing plants require water every day. Now, there is something else I haven't mentioned, right? We haven't mentioned about the farming in this game, and we'll learn about it later, but I'm going to mention it now because we're not going to get to it, right, when it's time. As you plant seeds in your flower beds, right, in the garden beds, certain seeds are happy growing near each other. So you can plant certain flowers, and the flowers, you can't eat them, right? But certain flowers, oh my god, Biscotti, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you? What were you playing? Valheim? How was it? Dude, it's so good to see you, man. I saw you started streaming again because you weren't streaming for a while, right? How you been? I've been lurking in your streams every now and then. I've been lurking. I see you around, son. It's been a while. It has been a while. Yeah, how was it? How was your stream? So I was just explaining gardening in this game, which I will get to in a minute, but I just want to welcome you in. Thanks so much for that raid. That's awesome. Yeah, so as I was saying, by planting certain plants or flowers or other vegetables near other ones, it makes them happy. They grow to a better quality. So you can, for example, plant like a lavender or plant, well, it's not lavender, whatever it's called, next to, say, pumpkins, and those pumpkins will grow better because they're next to a flower that will cross-pollinate well. So it's quite clever, and I love it because you can unlock better things by trialing out kind of planting certain things next to each other. So it's really smart. I really like it. Happy to see you live. Yeah, thank you. I'm always happy to see your face, man. What a cool dude. You go follow Biscotti, man. What a legend that guy is. Super chill streamer, man. Like, really nice guy too. Shasta, okay, I'm really here now. How's life in the Shire? Hot hobbit gossip? Mate, we're about to meet Delphi, my second love in the game. Look, I got some seeds. Potatoes. Got them taters, precious. Taters. Oh, look. The famous Green Dragon Tavern. So look, now I can actually talk about it. I can say, like, have my feelings of it. Not as big as I thought. And it's a big green dragon, and a dragon that could use a lick of paint. I'll say, yeah, it's a big green dragon. Standing at the scaly sign, I feel quite excited. There have been so many legendary stories about games at the Green Dragon. Like a year-long game of Horseshoe. They had to bring back a rulebook all the way from Brandy Hall. And that Hollow Jacks game that went to 5 knock-ons, that inspired Tuesdays. Maybe I'll add my own stories to the Green Dragon, but you can't stand here daydreaming, not good enough. Things to do. And look, let's go and say hello to this horse. Cutesy. Right, we need to go somewhere, but before we go somewhere, let's go somewhere else. So we're going to go see Delphinium, right? And it's going to lead us to Delphinium. But before we go and see Delphinium, I want to go... Is it here? Yeah, back to the village square. And then down here. Look, everybody. It's Ladle! Look at Ladle. Now look, this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys. Photo mode. Press P and you enter photo mode and you can change some filters. And we can also have an animation. So we can have a sitting down animation. So I can sit down, right? I can go up, zoom out a little bit, sit down here and wait for Ladle to look at the camera. Take a picture, boom, and I can save that photo for later. This is my favorite thing in the entire game. I love Ladle more than anything. I would die for Ladle. In the official Tales of the Shire Discord, they have a Ladle emote, and every now and then when anyone new comes in, we do a Ladle train. So one person posts a Ladle emote and everybody spams the chat with Ladle emotes, and we just get this huge just train of Ladles, and it's beautiful. It's so cute. So many emotes. Oh my god. Can we even take a moment to look at the emote wheel? Look at this. Hunger. Sitting, so we can go and sit down, which I just did before. Alright, stop clapping. Yeah, so we can sit down, but look at this. Smirking. We've got happiness. Delight. Greeting. But then look at this. If I click here, we can register a new emote. And look at this emote list. Whoop whoop. My favorite one. Okay, my favorite one is... I like mischief, but that's not my favorite one. My favorite one is... Come on, where are you? Where are you, you little bugger? Sighing, sadness. Which one was it? Wistful, talking, suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Pointing, ponder, question, pleased, laughter, joy, mistaken, mischief, hunger, love. Oh, it's not here yet. Maybe I open it later. Maybe it's... No, that can't be right. It's shy, smirking, surprised, suspicious. No, where's it gone? Oh, maybe it does open later on. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, here, wait. Deadpan. Oh, there was a whole more. I didn't scroll up high enough. There's loads more. Bewilderment, caution, command, chilly, curiosity, confident, concern, daydreaming, deadpan. That's my deadpan face. Me on the YouTube comments. What I learned in boating school is... the deadpan is beautiful. What have we got? Have I missed any messages? I'm sorry if I have. Yeah, deadpan is legit my favorite one. It's so good. Look at it. Just freaking deadpan. Just me all the time. Right, let's go see Delphi if we can. It might be late though. It is coming to nighttime. Okay, so the way the sleeping in the game works is you don't have to sleep when it's night, but the later you sleep, the later you wake up the next day. I haven't seen a point where you just faint in the middle of the day, but then I haven't really done it for too long. Okay, so we're going to go in this direction and we're going to go down here. So let's do a bit of skipping. When you destroy your pan while cooking, deadpan. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hello. The stars. A stone bridge. You don't see many of them in the Shire. Looks just like the Brandywine Bridge. Only a day's journey from Bree, my home. Hold on, not good enough. Bywater's my home now. I can cross this bridge and walk to Bree anytime I want to. That's enough daydreaming. But I can't, because I can't actually cross the bridge and go to Bree anytime I want. Oh, look! Pepperwort. We'll hold on to that. It's a bit late. I don't know if Delphinium's going to be awake or asleep, but let's go and see anyway. We have spent a long time chatting, so... This area... Oh, it's just become nighttime. When you're ready, head home to bed for a good night's sleep. Stay up too late and you might end up sleeping in. So you have to be aware of that. Delphinium might be asleep though, so... Where is she? She's up here. Delphi! Oh my god, I love her. Look at her. She's so cute. Delphinium Brandybuck. Delphinium Brandybuck. Related to Mariadoc Brandybuck. Let's call me Delphi. No, how does time progress? By doing stuff? Or can it go... No. So if you are in a menu, if you're talking to someone, if you're cooking, or if you're decorating, time stops. Time will start again when you're just walking around and doing things. Delphinium is so adorable, and marry her in a heartbeat. Isn't she just the best? Have you seen an old book? A healing book? Book of rules. I used that to press some flowers. It didn't work. The pages were damp. I've got some odds and ends for you. A welcoming present. Just got back. Foraging. What's foraging? Where did your mushrooms come from? The shop. Mushrooms can be found for free if you know where to look. Nuts and berries, mushrooms and herbs. The fields and forests are full of riches. And you don't have to pay for anything? You look after the land and all the animals in it. That's how you pay for what the land gives you. How do I start? See those butterflies? Follow them. I already told you guys about this. And see where they take you. Okay, make sure you come and find me later. I want to see what Bywater's giving you. Oh, and I took that old book to Willows. Had a picture of an oliphant in it, and little Daisy loves oliphants. I got a rocking chair and a recipe. So let's quickly head home. Whoa, I'm going in the wrong direction for home, aren't I? Where's home? Wait, am I? No, I'm not. This is the right direction. Quick, let's run home before it's too late. Oh, it's telling me to go this way. Yes, this is faster. This is true. Bird says this way, bird says over the bridge. This is the forest. Huzzah! Oh look, it's Willow. She's right here, might as well talk to her. You're new here, my name is Willow Took. It's a Took. She's very rude. She's the carpenter, and I was hoping she'd be more like Robin from Stardew Valley, but she's just really mean. I'm not good enough. It's nice to meet you. You've got a lot of work getting set up here. Old hobbit hole of yours has seen better days. I might need some help. So, little tip for you. If you want to expand your house, right? If you want to unlock new areas of your hobbit hole, which is bloody huge, by the way. What you've seen is nothing compared to what it can be. Go make friends with Willow quickly. Invite her around for dinner as much as possible. Increase your friendship. You will expand your house quickly. Tip. I didn't say. Okay, good luck, Hobbit. What did you want? Have you seen an old book? Oh, I know the one. Quite big, good corners, used to draw right angles, bit moist, so I gave it to Daisy. Let's ask her. So now we're going to see Daisy. Daisy, love, do you have that old book with an oliphant in it? Oh, Mooma and me looked at the elephant, but then gave it back to you. That's right. I was boarding up some old rooms. I used it as a step. How else can I reach those top nails? Jump? Poor Ruby couldn't manage that big place anymore. She asked me to make it a bit smaller. You could get Mam to open up those rooms again if you ask nicely. Very nicely. So you've got the book? No, it had pictures of cooking, so I gave it to Mrs. Cotton. Oh, great. So then we have to go back to Mrs. Cotton. But we have to get home first. Except we can't get in that way. Oh, we might be able to. Let's find out. I think this is the way home. Yep, and then through here. Oh no, except it's not, is it? Because it's blocked. It's straight up ahead. Oh, it's getting really late. What will happen? Oh no. It's beautiful though. You've got mail. How have I already got mail? Oh my goodness. Get a bigger pack. Do you lug your full pack around all day? Maybe you need a cart. It must be important stuff if you carry... Oh no way. So maybe she's the one who gives me more stuff. Oh, my backpack is full. Okay, well, we'll sort that out later. Let's go and put some things away. Honestly, Reese is a very blunt woman. I like her. So is this game worth getting? Edville, hi. Honestly, I love the game. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I really love the game. Navigate to a seed bag and then we can plant seeds. But we'll do that tomorrow. For now, let's empty out everything into our pantry. So you can go here, press E, throw things in the pantry, and then let's go to bed. And this is the end day transition. Depending what time you end the day, it will change the transition for you. And at the end of the day, you get a list of everything you've learned, discovered, found, friendship increases, blah, blah, blah. It's Monday, 12 days left in summer, and you've got mail. So, like I said before, we can get our mail from the post box, or we can just go to our writing desk and read our mail here. I had fun. Such a good meal and such fine company. We'll have to do this again. Thank you. So we can see here, we will plan a shared meal. See these letters, they see they're not archiving again. So that's the bug, yeah? So we can just go to the post box and do it and it will work. My garden, it's much bigger than my mother's father's garden back home. But wait, I need to think about what to plant here. I need to make up my own. What kind of garden should I have? I want a fine vegetable garden. That's a good idea. I must look at my recipes again. Cooking starts in the garden after all. I might need to find some more seeds. Whatever you decide to do not good enough, there's some hard work to be done. Best to get started. So remember, if you go into home editing mode, you can actually move all of these things, right? So we can move all of these things next to each other. And then we can open up the seed bag and plant some seeds. So you can see here that they need some space to grow. But if you put it right in the corner, you can fit 2 or more in one pot. See, now I've got 3 in one pot. I can go to get out of this menu, just hold H, press T to go to my tools, go to my watering can, and then just water this until the watering line is done, right? So our plant, once your plant has grown, harvest it for ingredients. Okay, so this is going to grow me 3 potatoes. To refill your water, there's a pond right next to where you live. Just dip that in there and it's done. There's no energy levels and nothing like that. So you can just go ahead and do that.
Do you watch ads?
We have ads now.
Have you watched ads?
No, I have not.
You're a beautiful viewer, a beautiful viewer. Will you watch ads?
Maybe.
Oh, when will you watch ads?
Riven, hi, I just watched your cooking guide to help before having to cook for the siblings. I hope it goes better than my last party now. I hope it works for you. I did a whole cooking guide in the beginning of the stream as well, but it is basically just the same as the cooking guide that I did the video on. So I really hope that cooking guide helps you. I tried to make it as easy to follow as possible, but also covering all the bases so that you can understand. A tip though, if you want one, is save the game manually before you start cooking. If you ruin the food, just load the game again, right? And try again. And to keep practicing that way. Because obviously you can just go to the menu, you can save anytime, right? and then try that. So that's a good idea. Oops, sorry. Thank you so much for watching that video though. I put that out this afternoon. Yeah, it was a fun one to make. I really enjoyed the cooking. So yeah, that was a good use of my time. It is sunrise. Look at this, beautiful. I love it when it rains here, by the way. Ask Lily about the missing book of rules. Now we can ask Lily about the missing book of rules, but we should also start looking. So this is what I wanted to show you guys from before, right? So the game doesn't really tell you a lot about looking in the encyclopedia, but it is so vitally important. So if you look here at the stews, the one I have, it tells you what is the tastiest version of this food I've made. It's a 3-star. And if I wanted to make it, what ingredients do I have? Well, I've only got oats, so I would need rhubarb and milk. What other recipes do I know? Well, I know this stew here. That's the one. I know this pie, but I don't have cream or rhubarb. Fresh foods, nothing here. It says 1 of 14. Oh, here we go. I've got all the ingredients to make cool taters and beans. So I may make this meal. I might invite somebody over and make that meal if they want it. I've got some cakes here, but I can't make those because I need mushroom, nuts, carrots. So basically what we've got to do is you've got to go around and you've got to get all these ingredients, which we will do. Now let's look at the people we've met. So this is Daisy Took, the daughter of Willow. Daisy is filled with joy and excitement for all big world for her to explore. She has her mum's courage and is always venturing into the forest to find fun things. If I get 3 hearts with her, we unlock a venue for Daisy. Now, what that means is it will be a place that I'll be able to host a meal. So if I make friends with Daisy, chances are that there'll be like a field or something that she goes to and she will say, you can host meals here. In the beginning of the game, you can only host meals in your house and you can only invite 2 guests. Now, as you progress further through the game, there are other locations that you find that you can host more people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. And again, there's places you'll find that you can host people in. And then there's also venues like this that you will unlock. So when you make friends with Lily Cotton, for example, you can actually host meals at the Green Dragon. So you can cook all your food at home, take it with you in a backpack, and host a dinner party at the Green Dragon, which is awesome. So just remember like all of these unlocks, and then you've got unlock trading with her at level 10. But let's click further and see what in this season she's after. So in summer, you can see she's craving a dish that I don't have the recipe for yet, so it's question mark. But she's also craving these 3 things: a rhubarb pie, a silky porridge, and tuckborough picklettes. And again, it says here you can press E to go to it in the encyclopedia to find out what you need to make it. So it's kind of cool that we have all of this. And then you can also see the gifts. So she's given me no gifts. But this guy, because I have 1 heart with him, I can see he's given me this bench. No special gifts. She's given me those 2 chairs, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So the encyclopedia is so good. To keep checking for the recipes, checking for the town folk, all of that stuff. And again, because I've met more townspeople, if I go to the map, I can see where everyone is. Okay, and I can go and look for them. And if I track them, it will follow them around as well. So let's say if I track Nora Burrows and she starts moving from there to somewhere else, then it will automatically lead me to wherever she is. This is telling me some information about this place. So look at this. Is actually, now this is a really, really good one. Okay, because look, if you look at the note, run by the excellent Lily Cotton, they say the sign outside is as big as a real dragon. I can tell you from experience, it isn't. BB. That is right. This map was drawn by Bilbo Baggins, and all of the locations that you unlock get a description written by Bilbo Baggins. So that is another little nod to the fact that Bilbo's a wanderer. He's been wandering around all over the Shire. He's unlike any other hobbit, and you know his love of maps. He has gone and mapped the entire Shire. So when Gandalf gave you the map of Bywater from Bilbo, you know, it has all these little notes that he's left. And so this is nice little things that you can see, information that Bilbo's left you on the map. It's like a little index key, and that is freaking adorable. It's really nice you're sharing these tips. I love this game. Even though I just started, I can't wait to get the most out of it. There we go, back for good. How's the War of the Ring? Yeah, the War of the Ring is amazing. How are you doing, Bim? Welcome back in. We're actually going to be finishing in about 5 minutes because it's about 1 a.m. for me, but I'm going to be back again tomorrow for longer and then Thursday for longer. Bilbo is my favorite character. It's so cool he's mentioned here. Bilbo's mentioned here. There are other characters mentioned here. There are lots of amazing Lord of the Rings references. Lord of the Rings book references, okay? The names of things, the places, the people, stuff that only nerdy fans would know. And then there's stuff that only people that have watched the movies will know. And if you don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, you can play this as a cozy game. And honestly, like, I don't see why people were hating on this game so much. There is so much little cool stuff. IGN didn't go into this. IGN didn't go into this shit and tell you like all the cool stuff that there is in the games for Lord of the Rings fans, right? It just was like, it runs terribly. It's like 2 FPS. Yeah. Fan here. Lord of the Rings. We know where it's at. So, let's carry on. Can you just hoard ingredients and cook lots of things before planning a party? Yes, Mojam. I, in my other save, have gathered so many ingredients and I just cook tons of food and keep it in my pantry. The food doesn't go off. My pantry is full of meals, so when I want to host a dinner party, I already have a massive backlog of meals I can go to. You can even have the meals and just put them all around your house. Just lay them on the floor. Put a little pie next to your bedside table for, like, you know, in your morning when you wake up. That's my morning pie. Amazing. So I'm rather upset at poor reviews. I feel like they aren't getting the point of the game or the joy. Yeah, precisely, Ryvan, precisely. So anyway, I'd like to share that little tidbit of information with you, the little Bilbo Baggins notes that's left around. Go and read them all. As you open up the game, go and read all of these notes. They're really good. They're really fun. I hope no dwarves raid my home. Gotta keep a stock pantry. You never know. You never know. People are also saying that it's boring. The only stuff to do is decorate, fish, forage, or cooking. Oh my god. If my life was just decorating, foraging, fishing, and cooking, I would have the busiest life ever. Like, most people go through life just doing one of those things. Imagine trying to do all of those things. Honestly, that's exactly what I want. I want a life of just the decorating, the fishing, the cooking, the foraging, the gardening. What more do you want? Like, it's boring, as it... Like, this is a cozy game. You know, the point of a cozy game, it's not overwhelming. It's supposed to be like, it has those kind of tasks that are simple, enjoyable, easy to do, that you can repeatedly do. But what I like is the nuance. I like the fact that you can find different flavors of food by experimenting. Adding different seasonings changes a food completely. Going around hosting dinner parties in different places, you know, like I said about the plants, growing different foods, growing different plants next to different vegetables changes the quality of it all. There's little things in this game that are really well thought out. And I honestly, it's like the injustice done to the game by not kind of highlighting these little nuances. It's like, it's upsetting. Farmers everywhere are laughing at you, saying it's an easy job. Yeah, that's true. Well, in this game, it's easy. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord. It's so relaxing and fun. I don't mind that you can't talk to every character and the lack of voice. What exactly? I mean, so many of those games don't have voice acting, right? Pokemon doesn't have voice acting. I mean... Coral Island, Stardew Valley, like all of those games don't have voice acting. It's not the end of the world, mate. It's, you know, where was I going? Birds. Is it because it's here? No, the birds are telling me to go over here. Sorry. Ask Lily about the... Oh, of course, Lily's on the farm. So the farm is by my farm. I'm a fool. Fool of a... good enough. Don't pass up a free foraging opportunity. Thank you. So we're going to go over to the Cotton's farm now, which is not far from our home. There she is. She's heading over to her shop. What can I do for you? Have you seen an old book? She did. She had some good roast bird dishes in it. There was a picture of a hobbit chasing a wild goose, and that hobbit looked really fed up. I know how it feels. See? Wild goose chase. It's also quite meta. Speaking of cooking, I hope you are making some lovely meals. Here's something to get you started. Even more free gifts. Let me tell you a secret. Use all the equipment in that lovely kitchen of yours to chop, boil, and fry. You'll get the perfect texture. She's giving you tips. She's giving you tips. Remember, smooth or crunchy, tough or tender, texture makes it taste better. Come back and see how you're getting along. So that old book was in rubies. I gave it back to her. Oh, really? I have no idea, but I tell you who might know. Nora and Fosco. They were with old Ruby all the time. Okay, you might want to be a bit careful there. They were awful fond of her. How about you show off your cooking skills and make them each a nice meal? There we go. I've got some... So she's basically giving me ingredients I need to cook things. Not love. She keeps calling me not love. My dream life is to live like a hobbit. Food and family, cozy home. Yeah, exactly. Jerry, hi! It's a cozy game. That is almost always what they are about. Cooking, gathering, fishing, decorating, and socializing with the NPCs. Precisely. Precisely. Hi, welcome in, Jerry. How are you doing? Yes, I agree. That's exactly what it should be about. You know, this is what we want. This is the thing that we've been asking for. People said, I want a cozy game where I can live like a hobbit. Now, my friends, my wonderful, excellent and admirable hobbits, have you read The Lord of the Rings? Have you read the prologue chapter concerning hobbits? Let me tell you something about this game. If you have read the chapter concerning hobbits, you will know that this game is basically that chapter, right? It's like, this is a hobbit's life. This is what a simple hobbit life is. When people are like, there's not enough to do, it's boring. I'm like, that is literally a hobbit's life. That's what they want. Very simple. Good tilled earth, right? A nice meal, right? And friends. That is when people are like, it's very un-Tolkien because they've got hobbits of color and there's no pronouns and blah blah blah. It's like, yes, but it's the most Tolkien thing I have ever seen because it exactly describes the life in the Shire. It's very relaxed, it's very chill, it's very cozy. What is your beef? What, pray tell, is your goddamn beef? Okay, let's go and see what Fosco is in the mood for. We don't know, so we will find out tomorrow. So let's go. And Nora wants cool taters and beans, which I can. So she sometimes craves this meal, so we can get this for her. Let's write them an invitation and we'll see what they want tomorrow, and we can go buy some ingredients should we need them. I've only got this venue and I can host 2 people here, so let's go and host Fosco and Nora. Okay? Continue. I'm inviting you to a shared meal. I'd love to make you a meal and share it with you. Send me your reply and I'll definitely start cooking. Let me know the sort of food you fancy and I might be able to make it. Send the invites. Let's go. Your shared meal is now planned and will be ready tomorrow. Make sure to check your postbox for some insightful RSVP letters. Thank you. What I'm going to do in the meantime now, this is the morning, so I can't sleep and fast forward the day to tomorrow. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the old Sandy Man and buy some flour. Chaos Geek, hello, can you buy your vegetables? No, you cannot buy your vegetables. Meals 5671, hello, how are you doing? You can't buy your vegetables. You can buy the seeds for the vegetables. You can buy your seasoning, you can buy flour, oats and things, but actual vegetables you need to grow. However, you can forage for mushrooms, for fruits, for berries. All of those things are forageable and you can use them right away, and they're all over the place. So if we go foraging in the forest, you'll find tons. Look, here's one, boom, hedge mustard. We're going to go over to old Sandy Man who's up here. I already know my way around the village, so I don't need the map. I've put too many hours into this game already. Not too many, not enough. No point trying to be kind to Sandy Man. We've all tried. Well, I have to be, unfortunately. Right, so we're going to go see this fool. What is it? What have you got for sale? Okay, so I need to buy some things. Bywater is home to many shop stalls hosted by local townsfolk. Each shop stock refreshes daily, with some shops having new items each season. So, it says here, like, how much of each item he has, and once you buy however much he has, you cannot buy any more. That's all that there is. So just remember that. Even if you have 5 million gold, you can't buy unlimited amounts of flour. You can only buy what he has in stock, and then you have to come back the next day for more. Again, realistic in a way that, you know, he's not going to have lots of everything all the time. And I like that because it makes you, you know, keep coming back. He's the only place you can get flour, so you've got to buy flour from him, right? And you kind of have to interact with the NPCs. You have to buy seeds, so you have to go to Farmer Cotton. You have to buy flour and oats and yeast. You've got to go to Sandyman, even though he's an asshole. So on and so forth. So what I want to do is I want to buy a little bit of flour, some oats, barley, and yeast. So I've got one of everything. And then I'm going to go over to another friend who is over here. Yes, this direction. I'm going to go over to young Tom Cotton. And from Tom Cotton, I'm going to purchase milk and eggs. And then maybe we'll get a bit of seasoning if we have any money left over. So this is the Hornblower dude, Hobson Hornblower. He is a weirdo. He's a grifter. He tries to sell you lots of things. Purveyor of quality goods. He's not really quality goods. He's just constantly always trying to sell you nonsense stuff. I will skip this dialogue. Blah blah blah. Okay. So you'll see, look, he's got all of the seasoning that you'd want in life. Salt, sugar, raisins. This will change the taste, the flavor of every food. So I'm going to buy a bit of salt. I'm going to buy a bit of cloves, make it spicy. Cinnamon makes it spicy, so let's buy some spice. Our backpack is full. Oh, actually, I can sell him some stuff. Hold on. So you can also sell anything in your inventory. So I need some of this stuff, but I'll sell that blackberry. Make some money on the side. But I want to buy milk, so I'm just going to go over to Tom Cotton over here. Hi Tom. You must be not good enough. I'm definitely not good enough. I'm young Tom Cotton, and my dad's old Tom Cotton. Everyone calls him Farmer Cotton, and everyone calls me young Tom. Okay, so this guy's got all the meats, but he's also got the cream, the eggs, the milk, and the cream is what I need. So I'm going to go buy some cream. I don't have space for anything else. Oh, and he also has butter and cheese. Cheese is a good one. Okay, in fact, I can actually sell the hedge mustard for now. I'll make some space by selling hedge mustard and buying milk. Cheese. Cheese, milk, cheese, milk, cheese, milk, cheese, milk, cheese. Cheese. Let's go with cheese. Nice name, Hobbit. Thank you. I love the running animation. Yeah, Leary, it's so cute, isn't it? The skipping animation and just the normal running animation. So now we've got enough stuff, right? What we'll do is, it's getting to afternoon. We're going to go back home. We're going to put all of this stuff in our pantry. And then we'll see if it's still enough time. We will come back and buy some more items. If not, we'll spend some time doing a bit of fishing, maybe some foraging, and then we'll go to sleep. Because the next day we'll be able to host our meal. We'll cook our meal for our 2 hobbits. And then once that dinner party is done, we will end stream. I think that's probably a good place to end. Because at least then we can cook the meals. We'll get through that phase of the game. and then see what we're left with. So you'll see now, hopefully I'll have some options to make some recipes. Here we go. I can make these 3 different recipes now. I have enough ingredients for those 3. I'm just going to keep getting ingredients because it's only mid-afternoon, so I'm just going to keep getting ingredients. Pink Fluffies, hello! I loved your review video. Thank you. The only thing holding me back from the game, buying the game, is a runtime too short. Do you happen to know how long in game days are in real life? Thank you so much for the follow. I'm going to get back to your question in just a second. Because you followed Stevie the dog here by my side, if you see little Stevie over here, she's there. She gets a treat. Here you go, Stevie. Good girl. Thank you so much for that follow. So, any idea if you get a bag upgrade? Okay, I think you can get a bag upgrade. You have to make friends with Willow, and I think it's a wheelbarrow you get. They alluded to it in the conversation, but in my other playthrough, I haven't yet come across it. I have more hours in that playthrough than this one. The only thing holding me back is the runtime being too short. Do you happen to know how long in-game days are IRL? Yes, each day in the game is 15 minutes of real time. However, every time you're talking to somebody, every time you're cooking, every time you're decorating, every time you're in a menu, time stops. So actually, like in this whole stream for the last 3 hours, we've played about 2 game days because we have been cooking, we have been decorating, we've been spending time doing other things. So the game day, if you sit cooking meals, I've had a game day take me 3 hours before because I've just been cooking meals all day. So in that respect, that's your answer. Of those 15 minutes, you've got, you know, time to go over and buy things from people until evening. So you have about 7.5 to 8 minutes of which you can like go to the town, you can visit. It's not like Stardew where like shops don't open till 9 o'clock. The shops are open from first thing in the morning, like at dawn you can go and buy things from the shops, but they close in the evening. Be aware. Right, so I'm gonna go and just get some more ingredients and things, I think. So let's go foraging for a little while. Follow the butterflies to get your forageable items, and just also walk around for forageables. And again, the forageables will replenish all the time, every day in fact, and in different locations too, so not always in the same place. So you get to do a bit of exploring. But I like being around here in the forest section because that's where you find good mushrooms, fruits, all kinds of things like that. Does the game have a forced ending? No, absolutely not. Once you've played through the storyline, which is effectively a tutorial to go around showing you how the game works, it is open and you can do what you want. It's kind of just how Stardew is, where you can just spend every day just being a hobbit. You know, you just continue your life being a hobbit, living a hobbit life, doing what you want. I've not come to an end of the game yet. But I've come to the end of the tutorials. The tutorial section, by the way, takes you about 10 to 15 hours to complete all 3 acts of the game. And then after that, you basically have autonomy to do whatever you want. Look, I'm finding new mushrooms. Just walking around and discovering things is actually a really nice thing to do with the game. So now it's evening time, I can actually go to sleep, which I will do. I'll slowly head back to my place as I pick up lots more items. Asparagus are really good. Asparagus, basically. Good for meals. There's some good meals with asparagus that you can cook, and they're quite sweet as well. Shrooms! Yeah, plenty of mushrooms. Everybody knows that hobbits love mushrooms. So you're in the right place for that hobbit life. So is anybody else... So you see here, look, do you see that table? Right? When you become friends with the right people... When you get friends with the right people, this will unlock this bridge, and that will lead you to that table over there. And that table over there, you actually get to host a dinner party there as well. So you can have all locations. You don't have to host dinner parties at home. You'll be able to host dinner parties all across Bywater. So that's what, again, making those friendships, like leveling up, doing all of that stuff will unlock so much more in the game than what you see at the very beginning. Also the pig. Oh, look at that pig sitting down. That is adorable. Look at it. Look at it. This swan. Thanks, swan. You have bacon? Is there bacon? Oh yeah, pig. The hi bacon. I thought there was someone in chat called Bacon. Spud's like, hi bacon. I'm like, wait, did I miss a message? So this section here, I believe somebody said that later on, as you expand your house, you can get chickens here, right? Wetev said there's no animal husbandry, which I think they mean you can't have cows, horses, etc. But I think you can have chickens, because people talked about feeding their chickens every day. I haven't come across it yet, but that gives me hope, because in 20 hours, if I haven't unlocked my whole house yet, like I still haven't unlocked this in my house, in my other playthrough, there's a lot I haven't done yet. So there is hope that there's so much more in the game, right? When people are like, there's not enough playability, it's too short. I'm like, you have not scratched the surface of this game, my friend. You have no idea what there is. Right. It's raining today, so I don't have to water my garden. Hint, hint. Let's go and see what Fosco and Nora want for their dinner. Could you check on my lad? So this is the next story mission. Could you do me a favor and look at my lad, young Tom? He seems a bit down. Okay, cool. I graciously accept. Okay, perfect. Did I not just buy something spicy, right? It's a pleasure to be invited. I'll be there. A sweat, a sneeze, a cough, a wheeze. The journey of spicy, the contrast of freeze. That's what he wants. Something spicy. We can hook you up, bro. Eager to eat and to listen. She wants something sweet. When I was a child, I found comfort in treats. Okay. So now, let's go over to our kitchen. We need something spicy and we need something sweet. Let's see what we can create in the kitchen. Cool taters and beans has an uncertain flavor. Now look, each of these things have an uncertain flavor. You see this on the top, this little squiggly line? It says here uncertain flavor. This is because we can now choose how the meal will be. Now, if we take a look at the characters, let's go over to Fosco. Fosco says he wants something spicy, but we don't know any meals he craves. If we go over to Nora, however, where's Nora? Here. We know that she wants something sweet, but she also sometimes craves cool taters and beans. So, theoretically, we can make cool taters and beans, right? And we can make it sweet through adding sugar when we come to cooking it. The same here, like we could make this, now the rhubarb's going to be sour, so we could turn that to sweet. And we can make these fish cakes and add chili to them to make them spicy. So let's try that. Let's make a spicy fish cakes. So we've got one flour, we've got brown onion. We'll give him a 2-star fish so we get higher quality, and we've got some potatoes. Let's cook. Right? So it says here, we need this to be slightly chunky and tender. Perfect. Obviously we can't change milk, but we can change brown onion. Now you look here, it says here the brown onion is already spicy. The common bream is salty and the brown tater is sweet. Now we want to make sure that none of these things overpower the other one. So if we're going to have a spicy and a sweet, we can... Where did I get 2 starfish? It was a gift. It was a gift. So if we have spicy and sweet, we can create a new flavor combination, right? But in this case, I don't want a new flavor combination. I want to keep it spicy. So what I'm going to do is when we come to cooking the bream, I'm going to add in the cinnamon sticks to make the bream turn from salty to spicy. So I've got a 2 spicy to 1 sweet ratio. The spiciness should override the sweetness and we should have a spicy dish overall. That's the theory. Let's see if it works. So firstly, we need to chop this down to be a bit chunkier. So I'm going to take it down as little chunky as possible to see how far down the list that goes. Perfect. Look, it's right in line. So now we're going to fry it a little bit to make it a bit tender. So it says here we can add salt at this point. Hey, but why can't I use my seasoning? Where's my cinnamon sticks? Or did we not get them yet? Oh, hold on a second. Okay, it's fine. We won't add any salt. Let's just cook this. And so if we want to speed up the tenderization, click, so flip it, and you'll see it will become more tender. Right? It's nearly there. I could have done it for a bit longer, but I'll do it for the next one. Now we can see at the moment it says the dish is spicy. Here we can chop this. Now we don't need this to be any less chunky. We can make it a tiny bit less chunky. There we go. And we'll fry this as well to give it some of the tenderness. Boom, right? We're in the taste. On the texture matrix, we are in the zone. That's where we want to be. So we don't need to make this smooth or chunky, so we just put it right in the middle. We also don't need to change the tenderization, so we're just going to keep it as is. But it is going to be sweet, so I'm hoping it doesn't override the spiciness, but we'll find out. It's still spicy. There we go. It's a 2-star spicy meal. I'm going to store that in my pantry, right? So we've made that for him. Now we know we want something sweet for Nora, so we're going to go get some sugar. In fact, let me just take a look at my recipes and see if there's anything that I know to make that is sweet. I've got one dish. I need a currant and a nut. If I can find a currant and a nut, we can make tuckbro picklets, right? So let's see if we can find that before food time. Ah, yes, the fish. Right, so let's just go and see, oops, if we can find any nuts. Probably in the forest. These are berries, they're not currants, so we've got to look for currants and nuts. Currants and nuts. Any nuts in summer? There should be, yes. We have different nuts for different seasons. Ah, I've not been down here before. Hello. So this, you see this place is locked, so this is obviously going to get unlocked. I'm guessing I can host a dinner party here eventually. Prelude to Adventure, hi, how are you doing? You just finished your first run. Hell yeah, let's go. How was it? And welcome in. A nice place for a dinner party. Yes, it is, Biscotti. I think that would be a beautiful place to host a dinner party. Right, let's see if there's any... Oh, we've got some mushrooms. And we have some of these things too. I see. Okay, I finished right before the coming of summer. Oh, nice. So you've done a year. Wait, hold on. Have you done a whole year in the game so far? That's amazing. No. Oh. There's some mushrooms there. The first season. Oh, nice. I'm in winter on my other playthrough, and that's cute as hell. Winter is adorable, but fall, oh my god, it's beautiful. The transition animations for fall are stunning. Are these currants? No, the raspberries. I don't think they count as currants, do they? Because they're not currants. There's got to be some other things that I can choose that are sweet. That I actually have access to. A rhubarb pie could be sweet if we add sugar to it, and we have everything that we need, so maybe that. Very good fish cakes. I don't want those to be sweet though, do I? Porridge with tangy rhubarb. Again, it's rhubarb. You can't cook rhubarb, so you can't make that sweet, actually. That's a good point. You can't make that sweet. Yeah, and here I wouldn't even be able to make these ones sweet either. Because I think the rhubarb would overpower. It's uncertain though. If I use sweet berries, theoretically I could. Theoretically I could. Raspberries are sweet. Let's try that. Can't wait to see fall. It's one of my favourite seasons. Fall is the best season, mate. The absolute best season. Right, we're going to cook up this dish. We're going to invite these guys round. It is mid-morning. If I invited them for food now, it would be called second breakfast. So depending on the time of day you invite people over, the name of the meal changes. The food doesn't change. You can still make a roast beef for breakfast if you want to, but the name of the meal changes, which is quite cute. So we could call it second breakfast. If you invite them at mid-morning. If it's afternoon, then it's obviously lunch, then your afternoon tea, dinner, supper. All the hobbit meals. I really want to not mess up this dish, so I hope I can make it the way that she wants it to be made. Let's save it before that. Okay, so I said this one, right? I'm going to add cream, oats, rhubarb, which is sour, but then we're going to add in sweet raspberries. Okay, oh yeah, look, it says it's going to be sweet. Perfect. Now look at this. It needs to only be a tiny bit tender. So we might be able to get away with this. So we don't need to change any tenderization, but we can't fry that, so we can't change that either. We can't change anything. We can't change the texture of this meal because we cannot cook any part of it. But look at this pie. Stunning. I've got a bonus style combination because I mix sweet and sour together. So I got a bonus combo flavor, but the overall flavor has remained sweet because I had 2 sweet ingredients to 1 sour ingredient. So now we have a sweet dish, and now we can invite them over for food. So let's do that. Now let me show you a few things about food. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure I understand the cooking diagram correctly. The one at the far right. Prelude to Venture, I went through it in this video, but if you look on my YouTube channel, earlier today I posted a cooking guide for this game. If you go, it's only 8 minutes long. If you go and check out that cooking guide, it will tell you everything you need to know. Hopefully it will answer any questions you have about cooking. Now, before I go ahead and do this, I want to show you some cute things that you can do. If we go into the edit window, I want to just pull out some junk that I put away beforehand for the decoration. Okay, here. So there's like cutlery on the table here. I'm just going to grab all these different things, right? There's some mugs, cups, wine glasses. Yeah, I'm going to take them. This bottle, I'm going to take that. Okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to decorate my dining table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a couple of cups and saucers for them to drink with, potentially. Should be a nice little cup here. Oh, actually, yeah, let's get some knives and forks on the table. And let's add in a cup. One for you. And one for you. Cool. And I'll give myself something as well. I'll put a drink for myself to eat. Okay. So now I'm going to start my meal. So now once I do this, I get to choose my food. So if you press G, you can remember what everybody wants. Fosco wants something spicy. Nora wants something sweet. So I can go over to my meals that I have in my pantry. The rhubarb pie is sweet. I'm going to put that in front of Nora. Do you see it? Nora's face is above that. See that Fosco's face? Nora's face. We'll give that to her. I've been craving this all day. And the fish cakes, you can spin the dish around wherever it fits and give it to Fosco. Now I can start the meal. And it's second breakfast at home because of the time that I started the dish. So I get to join them. You don't see me eat now, but you'll see me eat later when they look at their reactions. He's super happy, right? That super happy face, that's a high level. Right? She's super happy because I've given them both what they've craved and they're both 2-star dishes. And look, I'm eating now. I've also got food in front of me as well. And there we are. Talk to the level up townsfolk. So we've increased our levels with both of these guys. That was lovely, not? And it's lovely to be back here. Old Ruby used to make us meals, blah, blah, blah. Please come back here again. And now I'm going to get the key to the drawer. Okay, blah, blah, blah. A key for the drawer. And that will open up the thing. Before they run away... Have they already run away? Oh, they've already run away. Okay, that's fine. So before they run away, I'll talk to them and get my free gifts, but we'll do that next time. We'll carry on tomorrow. First, I will open up the desk. And there's the book of rules. So it was here all along. I need to get this to Orlo. Okay, and that is the next mission of the game. That will be done another time. For now, we exit because it is 1:30 in the morning and your hobbit here needs to go to bed. So everybody, thank you so much. Danish, hi, how you doing? Okay, good night. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. You see I changed my lights to green for the hobbit vibes, right? So we'll be back again tomorrow, probably earlier tomorrow than tonight, and we will continue back with this save, and we will go through the various parts of the game, and I will show you and give you the rest of the advice and tips and blah 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 that I have to offer, if that is acceptable to all of you guys. Now, I just want to see if there's somebody else playing Tales of the Shire. I reckon that we should 1,000,000% go and raid them. So let's see. Tales of the Shire. Who's playing? Who's playing Tales of the Shire? Big people are playing, but I don't want to go into big people. Right? We don't like going into big people. We want to go into small people. There's lots of partner people who are playing, and I'm just like, I don't want to go to a partner. They're too big for me, man. Ravinia's good one. If anybody's here from the just been filming some insane lightning and thunder. Oh damn! Yeah, I know, it's special just for this. I will try to be here for the stream. Well, thank you. Thank Illumina. Illumina. Oh my god, I love that name. Alumnia. I don't even know what it is, but I love it. Thanks so much for being here. Is anybody here from the Tales of the Shire Discord? If somebody's here from the Tales of the Shire Discord and you're streaming right now, or you know of somebody in the community who is streaming, let me know. I will go and follow them now. I think Honeybell was streaming. No, they finished now. Who else is on right now? Pookie Mew. And Shining Star Val. Yes, okay, let's go in. We're gonna raid Val. We know Val from the Discord. So I'm gonna go there. Right, let's pull in this raid. So again, if you guys aren't already and you want to hang out in the Discord, you come along. We'll be back again tomorrow. Don't forget the raid message, blah, 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 all the rest of it. We'll be back again this time. Well, earlier, sorry, tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subscriptions. Thanks for absolutely everything. And most importantly, thank you so much for the wonderful, cozy, beautiful vibes. I will see you all tomorrow.